Hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. Man, oh man, we have another exciting, highly anticipated food review for you here today. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so exciting. Smash the like button. Tell your friends that we're live. And certainly don't invite the fake fans in here. So we have a brand new food review for you here today. Yes, the Dragon's Dogma 2 reviews are out. It has like an 84 and 87 on Metacritic. We knew that was going to happen. Okay, the fantasy games always get a pass. Doesn't matter if the game is running at 25 frames a second. Doesn't matter if it can't hit 60. They still say it's a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. So sad, could never be me. Nonetheless, we're going to be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow, okay? We're going to be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 for early access, okay? So be prepared for that. We have the game preloaded, and we are ready to go for tomorrow. Dragon's Dogma 2. We're going to see how that slop ultimately turns out. But for now, we got a food review for you here today. We're kicking things off with the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. You got to love it. That's what we're talking about. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, folks, before the normies arrive. I wish the camera angle were a little bit better, but it is the reality of the situation. We could try and adjust it here, but it might fall over. Okay, there we go. That's the best we can do. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's go ahead and make it pop, folks. We got a food review for you here today. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. We got a food review for you here today, folks. We got a food review for you here today. We're not waiting around. I'm not waiting around for these fake fans and normies to find the show, because guess what, folks? The food is going to be cold, okay? And here we go. This is what we got. Look at this. Okay, we have the box full of taco stuff here from Taco Bell. This was under $5. You can't beat it. Guys, you got to get on these apps and you got to, like, see the deals. We got the Diablo sauce. TTS is on. It should be working. I'm just going to let you know that right off the bat as we jump in here. Should be working. Keyword is should. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into it, folks. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Another food review. Fake fans. Can't wait around for you. Here we go. This is the burrito. This is the burrito. This is small, bro. We got to put something on this. We got to put something on. Let's put the Diablo sauce on this here. Let's get this really moving. If you're just tuning in, folks, we're doing the food review. Give one moment. TTS should be working. If it's not working, then something's not right. Okay. Where are we going to put this? Okay, folks, we're going to go in here, and we got the burrito right here. How come we're not getting an algorithm push today? Yesterday we got blessed by the algorithm gods, and now we're...
Z3R0.
That's what we're talking about.
$2. Here we go. The content we are dying for. Slice of pizza next.
Well, the fans in denial just eat this shit up. I mean, they're watching right now. They pretend like they're not watching, but the reality is that they're watching because they're fans in denial. That's what we're talking about. Z3 coming through.
Midnight Shepherd super chatted $9.99. Hey guys, to like on mobile, but the 3 dots on the top right by and the options to like will be there. Like and subscribe. Dive to the most kino and comfy.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Midnight Shepherd coming through. Mm. We had over 440 people watching yesterday. That was incredible.
I steal popular names like Super Shattered $5. W Kickstart for the support already. They are shilling Dragon's Dogma 2 and so am I. It is a W game and it is better than Elden Ring. Wheel of Dharma, 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 Wheel of Dharma.
Imagine thinking that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be Game of the Year when you literally have Elden Ring DLC later this year in June. There's absolutely no way that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be Game of the Year. It's going to be long forgotten about by the time the Elden Ring DLC drops. And once the Elden Ring DLC drops, it's over. Miyazaki has done it yet again. It's an internet darling game. Both games are. But Elden Ring is more popular than Dragon's Dogma 2 could ever be. Okay? Dragon's Dogma 2 is an internet darling game for losers in their basement that are 45 years old and, they're surrounded by action figures. That could never be me. But we'll play it tomorrow, and we already have it preloaded because I have to cover it. And they ain't going to send me one. Capcom, you certainly think they're going to send me that? Hell no. They banned me for talking shit about Resident Evil. I told the truth about Resident Evil, and they said, we're done. We can't have you here. So... Elden Ring DLC is going to be Game of the Year. This year is trash. Next year we got GTA 6. We got, yeah. There's a new Dragon Ball Z trailer. I saw that too. Sparkling Zero or whatever that's called. We got to get this camera angle fixed here. There we go. Oh yeah, the Diablo sauce is kicking in. Guys, if you're new, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We had over, in total yesterday, we had over 50,000 people watching this show. I'm not even trolling. We did 4 streams yesterday, and in total, it was like 50,000 plus people. Crazy stuff.
All bless you super chatted $4.99. They write paragraphs on other websites and support her, but they can't organically support. So damn sad, baby.
Well, I mean, imagine being a fake fan in denial. That could never be me.
Baby.
Imagine being a closeted fan. That could never be me. That's what we're talking about. Bald lesbian coming through. That needs to be closed. If you're just tuning in, we got the food review right here for you. We got the Taco Bell box. That was less than $5 with the... they give me like 20% off or something, so... Well, normally it's like $6. But we got it less than like 4, so... Yeah, I saw the Dragon's Dogma 2 reviews, and quite frankly, we knew it was going to score high. It's an internet darling game for the basement dwellers. I already have it preloaded, though, so we're going to be playing that tomorrow. Early access, okay? Early access. Tomorrow we'll be playing that, maybe at this time tomorrow. So, and we'll see if it can hold my attention or if we have to go back to Elden Ring. Because if Dragon's Dogma is one thing I can say about Elden Ring is that it's not really that boring if you're fighting bosses. If you're roaming around, there's nothing to see in the world unless you've already, if you haven't seen the world before. But one of the things about Elden Ring is that, you know, it pisses you off at least. If Dragon's Dogma 2 is just a total snooze fest from top to bottom, then we might not stay on that game for longer than an hour. There's no like real fast travel either, so it's like, well, you have to explore it. It's like, I understand, that's fine with me. I don't really use fast travel, to be honest. But the combat looks weird. I mean, you gotta like team up with other AI. You have like a team of wizards and shit. Like, I don't know, dude. Why are we so invested into these fantasy games? Why has it been fantasy, fantasy, fantasy? What happened to these GTA clone games? Like, those all died off. Saints Row's done. You know, I mean, where is the innovation? It's been fantasy, 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 and you guys just eat it up day in and day out. We've gotten way too many. It's fantasy overload. It's fantasy overload. And don't you have to walk around in Dragon's Dogma too? Like there's no horse, right? So yeah, that's why it takes so long to beat probably because you got to walk around the whole fucking map. Mm. We got a totally dead chat today. Nothing like yesterday. So sad. Must have been an anomaly yesterday. We had the chat moving the whole day. Let's get you banned, bud. This is hot. And if you guys can't show up for Dragon's Dogma 2, then we won't play it for long. We're going to have, quote, early access for it, so... That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Hit that like button, folks. I think if you hold on the screen, you tap and hold on the screen, you should get the option to like the stream. I mean, it's really terrible how they have this set up. It is the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 has an 84 on Metacritic or an 87. I literally never heard of this game until you guys started shilling it. Because the old game came out like 12 years ago. I'd never heard of it. It's like some mid-Xbox 360 game that 5,000 people played. Like, and it's a fantasy game. Like, that could never be me. But we already have the new one preloaded, and we'll play it tomorrow. Early access, so tune in or don't. Okay, we're going to give that a 7 out of 10. That was the beef burrito, I believe. I don't even know what it was. Ah! Oh! Who's playing that Dragon's Dogma slop? You just came from... How many fantasy games do we need? This whole year has been dweeb, fantasy, anime fighting. That's it. Nothing else. Then one game that's outside of that. I played all of these games. They're all the same. We played Tekken. We played Yakuza. We played... I don't even know what we played. They're all trash. God, you guys... And you are the same gamers that are going to praise GTA 6, but let me not. I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. Like, do you realize that, like, GTA 6 is going to be... I don't care if it's woke or not, but do you realize that, like, GTA 6 is going to be the next level game? Like, the game that we've all dreamt of, the game that we have been waiting for. Yeah, it might be disappointing in a lot of areas, but who cares? At the end of the day, this is going to be like Quentin Tarantino's new movie. Everyone goes back to the theater to see what Quentin Tarantino has to say. But you guys go out and consume and buy this mid-fantasy slot because you have nothing else to play. MLB The Show is better than Dragon's Dogma 2. And that shit's on Game Pass. I wanted to play more of that, but y'all wouldn't watch, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, that was the beefy burrito. 7 out of 10 on that. We got the chips here. Let's save that. Oh, we got this flying saucer thing. Holy fuck, this is huge. We got the UFO. Damn. Oh, we got the UFO. Holy shit, it's bigger than my head. Ooh. What is this? Ooh. Oh. Oh. The hell is this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, someone just got banned. I didn't ban him. My hands are right here. We got 288 people in here, almost at 300 viewers. The chat is totally dead. We need you guys to kick up the pace here. Unreal. Every time we do these food reviews, the numbers are just so high. Clearly, it's what the people want to see. Clearly, it's what the people want to see. Oh! We're going to have early access tomorrow, okay? Early access tomorrow for Dragon's Dogma 2. We already got it preloaded. Imagine playing Alone in the Dark. That looks like absolute fucking slop. That should be on Game Pass. These games need to be on Game Pass. Phil Spencer, let's get the ball rolling. I need all of these games on Game Pass. One subscription, you get all the games when they come out on Game Pass. You can download them or play them through the cloud. Boom, done. Because there's no point. You want to spend 70 on these terrible games that you play for 1 week, if that, and then never touch it again? It's ridiculous. Oh!
M0, 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 M Super Shattered $2. Crunchwrap Supreme W.
Yeah, let me see what this is. Okay, the entire meal was $3.92. Normally $6. We use the discount, mobile discount. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the total meal was $3.92. What is this called? We got the beefy 5-layer burrito, Yeah, this is the Crunchwrap Supreme. I picked the most, this is all we're eating for today. We don't have time to eat. We have to fulfill the parasocial fantasy for the folks watching. That's what we're talking about, MO coming through. You guys are subscribing. We love to see it. We're almost at whatever the number is. I think we're at 88,000 already, so we're almost at 90K. If you guys keep subscribing, we'll finally hit 90K. Hey, how you doing? This shit's getting all over. Shit. Uh-oh. Jerry Lawler, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, I was just wondering if I can get an interview. Oh, yeah, it's just for my website. Oh, come on, Jerry. I think you guys watch that video fucking daily. Michael with a piece of shit to Jerry the King Lawler. I put him over. I mean, the sales for his barbecue probably skyrocketed. You dumbasses. That's the wrestling business, bub. It's about putting people over. Oh, it's leaking. Fuck. I'm the guy that goes to a restaurant to order a steak the last 5 minutes before closing, by the way. You're the guy that goes to a restaurant 5 minutes before closing to order a steak. Like, what? Come back Saturday, by the way. The busiest fucking day. Imagine just like hearing that bullshit, like right in front of my face. Like, oh, come back Saturday, by the way, when it's busy and we don't have time for you. Yeah, I'm not. Come on. Come on, bud. Come on, Jerry. Oh, come on, Jerry. What are you talking about? Hello, mate. Hello from the UK. Hello, greetings, mate. Hello, the fish and chips. Hello, bloody hell, America taco. Okay, we're going to give that a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 on that UFO burrito. And last but not least, the chips. God, we're fat as shit. We got the nachos with the cheese. I mean, for $3.92, you can't beat this, but not for 6. I wouldn't. $6 is a little steep for this. I mean, you're getting a decent amount of food here, but God, we're getting fat. We got paragraph Andy in here. I'm not reading it, bud. You need to go to school. What is today? How are you guys not at school? How are you guys not at school? Spring break, by the way. Okay, buddy. What is today? Hey, Siri. I don't think it works. Hey, Siri, how you doing?
Hi there. I feel good. Thanks for asking.
What is today?
It's Wednesday, March 20th, 2024.
Sing me a song.
Finder has an added support.
Oh! The fuck's he smoking? Hey Siri, can you sing me a song?
Sure, absolutely. Ahem. Okay, here I go. Ahem. Hang on. Let me just clear my... Gosh, singing is harder than I thought.
That is stuck in 2011, that technology. Holy shit. I don't think they've ever updated Siri. I think it's the same as what it was in 2011. Holy hell. Hey Siri, who is Jerry Lawler?
Here's what I found.
You can't even tell me? Oh my God. They gotta update that. They gotta update Siri, bro. Oh. We got 300 viewers in here, folks, reading Taco Bell. Hit the subscribe button. Or don't. Where are my members and mods? Where are my members and mods? It's all great usernames in here. Where are my members and mods? You want to know how I got these scars? I told your mother I said hi, and she didn't like that. Not one bit. Mm. All right, that's it. We've finished the whole meal here. Yeah, and overall, you know, for the price, I mean, with a discount, I mean, it was okay, but not for full price. I'll tell you that. That's a $6 meal. It's just not worth that. But if you can get it for yeah, if you just tuned in, you missed the food review. We're gonna overall give that a 7 out of 10. Nothing special. But it hits the spot. Alrighty. Hello? How do we not have... Yes. Stop subscribing. On the road. Hi, everyone. Let's get you banned, bud. How come it's not? Stop subscribing. Jeez. Interrupting the mood. Stop subscribing. Give me one moment. One moment here. What is this shit? Give me one moment here. There we go. Here we go. Eminem is back. Let's get some hype in the chat. Yeah. Dropping that beat, I'm at Taco Bell, eating that taco day in, day out. It's so good, yeah, so delicious. In my tummy, that taco goes. Where did it go? I don't know. Yeah, let's get some hype in the chat. Taco Bell is the best it's been. Got the burrito when you need it now. Yeah, gonna push it down with the Baja Blast. 5-layer burrito, what you got? Yeah! Dragon's Dogma is coming out. Dragon's Dogma is coming out. You a fake gamer if you ain't playing, could never be me. Subscribe today for the realest gaming news. Can't handle it cause you a fake fan. That's enough of that. It's too much content. That's too much content. Sit, do here and do nothing. Come on, you're not listening. We got 2 more shows to do today, so I don't know what to tell you, bud. What the hell's this? Oh, Lord. We got 2 more shows to do today. Why is this camera angle so trash? Holy fuck. We got 2 more shows to do today. And tomorrow we're going to have an all-day Dragon's Dogma 2 event. We're going to have early access. If you are a real gamer, you would know how to play it early, but some of you guys are just fake gamers, so. Oh, this Slim Jim, look at this. This Slim Jim. This is from 2022. This Slim Jim is from 2022. Imagine eating that. That could never be me. She don't love it. It's so sad. The saddest it's ever been. Where's my... Let's get some hype in the chat, folks. When did you guys to subscribe? What happened when you guys stopped subscribing? That could never be me. Imagine not subscribing to this channel. 90,000 people have already subscribed almost. Wish we could talk to the chat GPT right now, but we can't because it's on the phone. And I think my chat GPT 4 subscription expired, so it was 20 bucks for a month. It's kind of expensive. But it made for some good content. So. The fuck's that noise? Oh my god! These people are insane. Stop subscribing! $20 for a glorified Alexa? You don't understand. I don't know how you guys... You want me to talk to Siri right now? Watch. Hey Siri, who is LeBron James?
Here's what I found.
What? Come on, bro. How many points did LeBron James score in 2023?
The Lakers lost a close one to the Mavericks on November 22nd, 2023. The final score was 104-101.
That is not what I asked. I asked how many points did LeBron James score, and I get a random game from 2023. And you think Siri is good? This is the most outdated slop. Hey Siri, what can you do?
I'm here to help. Get to know Siri at apple.com.
I gotta go to apple.com to know how to use the damn thing? Stop subscribing! We don't need more fake gamers in here. Fake gamer! Chris is back. Let's get Chris banned if he's back. If anyone named Chris R comes in here, we're going to get you up out of here, bud. I already knew he was mentally not all there. Should have banned him a long time ago. Could never be me. Hey Siri, when did we go to the moon?
All crewed moon landings took place between July 1969.
She stopped working. Hey Siri, when did we go to the moon?
In 1969, humans for the first time arrived on the moon, landing on July 16th at Mare Tranquillitatis with the lander Eagle of Apollo 11 as part of the United States Apollo program. This is from Wikipedia.
What? She's using her source from Wikipedia? That could never be me. What about NASA's website? What the fuck? Wikipedia? Who is designing Siri? They must have fired the whole damn team.
M0, 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 M super chatted $2. If you say the chat AI is like Siri, wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't, it's like people don't get what AI is. Like, I think you have to know how to, like, actually use it. To me, it's insane. Just talking with it and how it seems natural. And it's like when Apple rolls it out, when they update Siri in the next like 6 months, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, this is the future. But right now, no one cares. I'm serious. That's what it was like with the VR shit with the Apple Vision Pro. They put the Apple Vision Pro on and they thought it was this revolutionary thing, yet it already existed with the Quest 3. It's the same thing, just a lower quality because it's only $500 compared to fucking 4K. So that's what's going to happen. And, you know, maybe that's what needs to happen so that, because this Siri is not, it's just not, like, you can't even talk to it. It's just basically a keyword. I'm not saying the chat GPT is perfect, but, you know, it's basically like talking to, I don't know how to explain it. But I guess no one understands it until Apple rolls their version out and everyone's like blown away. Like, oh my God, Siri is like actually smart. She has a mood now. Oh my God. Stop subscribing. We don't need fake gamers to subscribe to this show. Oh, we went down hardcore on viewers. Wow. Wow, we lost over 100 viewers. That could never be me. Let's get that algorithm pushed back up. We lost over 100 viewers. What did you scroll into? The best show ever. So well, you already subscribed because I put it on subscribe. So we thank you for subscribing, bud. You scrolled on to the best show in the world. It's an acquired taste, believe me, but once you get it, you get it. And it just hits very different compared to other shows on this trash platform. I'm just the best in the world at what I do, and for some reason, a lot of people can't see that. But for those who do, you got your thinking cap on. You must be the consumer that I've heard day in and day out about. Greetings. How does it feel to be a part of the Losers Club? It must be so incredibly sad. She don't love and it's so sad.
Hagarchy_the_legend super chatted $9.99.
Damn, he's coming through hard.
You used to be able to ask ChatGPT how to make meth. And you would have do this by asking ChatGPT.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, you know, clearly they're going to censor it, and it's, well, yes. That's what we're talking about. Coming through strong with the 10. See how cold it is out here. See how cold it is out here.
M0.
That's what we're talking about.
M super chatted $5. Well, from your showcasing AI is already more conversational and even creative than most people. The Rebirth diss rap was impressive and devastating.
Yeah. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Daisy! There you go. Let's go ahead. Quit subscribing. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. We only have 70 likes. This is ridiculous. When the normies came in here, we had, in total yesterday, we had, let me check. This is how many people tuned into the show yesterday in total. Okay. This is how many viewers we had just yesterday alone. Massive spike. The normies came in. Okay, yesterday we had... Fuck's that noise? Yesterday we had... Yesterday we had... Stop subscribing! We had 55,000 people watch this show yesterday in total. All 4 streams, 55,000 people. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. 55,000 people. I just looked. I don't care if you don't believe me, bud. You want to see when Cyberpunk came out, how many views we got? Let me see. Oh, that's a lot of work. Let me see if we can do it this way. So we have to do it this way here. Oh, yeah, that's still the biggest spike, I think. Let me see. We had 160,000 people in one day. That's not really that much, actually. That's still the biggest spike ever, though, in one day. 160,000 views. That's really not that much. Compared to what all these other losers get in one day. These losers get like 1,000, like 100,000 every day because they're absolute shills. Imagine being a shill. That can never be me. Hi everyone, and I just spent 30 hours on Dragon's Dogma 2, and oh my god, it is so amazing. Here's what I like about Dragon's Dogma 2. Number one, it is a sequel to one of my favorite games of all time, Dragon's Dogma. This is a sequel 12 years since the first game, and it improves upon the formula in every single way. The second thing that I like is the graphics. The RE engine really brings this to life. The third thing that I like is it is so much fun to play. You guys are going to love it. Be sure to pre-order Dragon's Dogma 2 with my referral link down below. Ha ha ha! Love you, gamers! That's the fake fucking bullshit on this platform. And you guys eat it up day in and day out. Bunch of fucking two-faced phonies. Fuck them. Sick and tired of it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. No one wants to speak up about any of these trash-ass games because we don't want to lose subscribers. Idiots. You can't find one gaming channel, I mean, maybe 3 at max, that actually has balls and says what they actually think. It's sickening. It's sad. That's why this industry is in the shape that it's in. All of a sudden, frame rate matters. And then it doesn't matter because Dragon's Dogma 2, from what I've read, in certain areas, struggles to even hit like 25 frames on the PS5. And that's okay, because it's Dragon's Dogma 2. It gets a pass. All of a sudden, frame rate mattered. Every game needed to be at 60. Every game needed to run, within this frame rate. Now it doesn't matter because Dragon's Dogma 2 is their favorite game. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This camera angle is so there's so much headroom. Holy shit. It's the worst camera angle ever. It doesn't even hit 30 frames on console. Just type it in Dragon's Dogma 2 frame rate. There's probably videos out now. I don't know from Digital Foundry, but there's some areas in the game that struggle to hit even 30. So it's got some issues. But that's okay. It's still a masterpiece. It's still a 10 out of 10. I mean, I already got it preloaded, and we're going to play it tomorrow for early access. So we'll be playing it all day tomorrow, and no one will tune in. I already know how that works. But if it gets really boring, then we're probably not going to play it for long. If it gets really boring, bro, I'm not going to sit there and play it. It doesn't even hit 60 out of 40, 90. Holy shit. But it gets a 10 out of 10. It doesn't even hit 60 out of 40, 90. There's no way, bro. I find that hard to beat. Well, that's why the PS5 Pro has to come out. That's why the 5090 has to come out later this year. If you just bought an Nvidia GPU and you didn't get it for like a really good deal, you're an idiot. Take it back. 5090 is coming out in September, October. Why would you buy the 40 series unless you're finding a really good deal on it when the 50 series is literally coming out this year? And the PC nerds will say it's not because you know, they want to justify their purchase. It's coming out this year. The GPUs have always been on a 2-year cycle. That's never going to change. Hasn't anytime soon. The third, when did the 20 series come out? In 2018? The 20 series came out in 2018. In 2020, 18, 19, well, I can't do math. But yeah, that's 2 years, right? Yeah, 2020, the 30 series came out. And then in 2022, the 40 series came out, right? And now here we are in 2024, and the 50 series is coming out. You see how this works? So unless you got like a really good deal, if you got like a 4090 for like $500 or something, I mean, well, that'd be an insane deal, but there's no reason to build a PC right now. You need to wait. There's no reason to build it. Unless you can get it for a really good price, there's no reason to build a PC right now. Anyone would tell you that. Just wait for the 50 series GPUs. They're coming out later this year, unless something changes. But you know, that's what we can figure from the release schedule. I know they just put out the 4070 Ti Super and all this other bullshit, but it's like, who cares? You just wait for the 50 series. It's going to be way better than that.
Gamer Guy super chatted $5 Canadian. By buying Dragon's Dogma 2, you're telling devs it's okay to keep games at 30 FPS, which is what last gen ran at. It's so over. Yeah, well, I have to buy the game to play it and cover it. I mean, they're not going to send, Capcom is certainly not going to send me a review code. So, you know, it is what it is. Either I play it or I don't. So, you know, we have to buy most of the games. They don't send me the review codes unless it's a small game. If it's an indie game or something like that, that's different. But AAA games where you have to go through like, yeah, it's just really impossible. That's what we're talking about. Gamer Guy coming through. This shit cold. This shit cold. Dragon's Dogma 2 is not going to be Game of the Year. And the reason why I say that is because Elden Ring DLC is coming out later this year, bud. Elden Ring DLC is coming out later this year. Elden Ring DLC is coming out later this year, bud. Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be forgotten about in a week and a half. The South Park game is coming out like next week. I'm not getting Alone in the Dark. That just came out today. Looks like slop. Looks like a snooze fest. The combat looks like a snooze fest. So you have Dragon's Dogma 2. You have the Rise of the Ronin 2. The reviews come out tomorrow for that, Rise of the Ronin. So if the reviews are okay for that, we might check that out too. Because we'll play that on Friday. Thursday, actually, yeah. Well, that's what we could do. We can play Dragon's, because we'll have early coverage, quote, early coverage of Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow. And if that gets boring, we can just jump over to Rise of the Ronin. But I'm going to wait for review scores. Because if that's like a 65, I don't know if it's worth covering. Stop subscribing. What the fuck?
Oh, man. Wish we could talk to the chat GPT or something. Fuck. It's quiet in here. Because we could ask the chat GPT to do us a rap, and then we can, she could write the rap, and then we can just perform it. Help! Figure it out, dude. Help! Figure it out, dude. Help! Well, you guys showed up late. We already had the food review. That was like 30 minutes ago at this point. You guys showed up late. Imagine showing up late to this show. That can never be me. All right, we're down to 200 viewers. We were just at 330 viewers. Now we're down to 200. Unreal. It's unreal. They stopped subscribing. We're going to have Dragon's Dogma 2 coverage tomorrow, early. And then if that gets boring, we'll jump ship over to Rise of the Ronin, PlayStation 5 exclusive, right? I believe it is. And honestly, that might be better. For me, anyway. Both are seemingly mid-games, in my opinion, from what I can see. We need something good. Like, I'm done with mid. I'm done with another fantasy game. We need something that's actually next level. And we're going to have to wait until GTA 6. Should have never shown that trailer. Hey, Stain, did you know that GTA 6 is coming out February of 2025? Imagine believing that horse shit. That can never be me. God, gamers are stupid. They just buy anything. Like, oh yeah, GTA's coming out in February 2025. I saw it on IGN. And it's like, do you really think that's coming out that soon? Because it ain't happening. Guarantee it. First they said March. Now they're pushing it back even further, or pushing it up even further. That shit ain't coming out until fall 2025, if that even. Guaranteed. You'd have to be a stupid idiot to believe it's coming out early 2025. It ain't happening. It's not happening. The hype has died. I mean, you can go to Google Trends right now. The hype has totally died. So what's Rockstar got to do to get the hype up? Well, if the game were really coming out in February, they need to start pushing pretty hard here in the second half of this year. And, you know, there will be a second trailer, but there's no reason to push it when it's not coming out then. I'm tired of these losers just making up shit because they want more information on GTA 6. You know, if it's not even on the level of Watch Dogs 2, we're turning it off. It's as simple as that. That's a 2016 game. That came out fucking 7 years ago. If GTA 6 is not on the level of Watch Dogs 2, we're done. It has to go above and beyond that even. And that can't be really that hard. I mean, Holy shit. Why is there so much headroom in this shot? Oh my God. Jesus. That's what we're talking about.
Stain super chatted €2. GTA 6 coming 2026. Thank you, Bluehead Whales.
Yeah.
Clinking beer mugs.
No, it's not, Stain.
Clinking beer mugs.
No, it's
Clinking
not,
beer
bud.
mugs.
You didn't read the new rumors? It's confirmed February 2025. You know, it's so funny how we just heard that the devs said we're not, you know, we're not going back to the office. We don't believe in that. And then all of a sudden you got these losers that just, oh my God. Oh, GTA 6 is coming out earlier than anticipated. How does that even make sense when the Rockstar devs were literally batting up against the idea of coming back into the office, and yet the game is coming out in March 2025? Oh, now it's February 2025. Make that make fucking sense. The devs literally were just saying, we're not coming back to the office. That's bullshit. Fuck the crunch culture. And now you got losers that are coming out of the woodwork and saying, oh, wait a minute, it's coming out early 2025. Based off of what? God. And yeah, the devs are woke because one of the fucking Rockstar engineers blocked me. Like, yeah, imagine being woke. It's like, I tried to fix your game and you blocked me, loser. All I did was show that the NPC isn't really nailing in the nail, and they got fucking mad about that. I think that was literally the video. I showed the NPC not nailing in the nail, and it disappears. I showed some guy carrying a bale of hay or whatever, and it just disappears once he puts it in the box. And I got blocked for that. Because I didn't go along with the narrative that Red Dead Redemption 2 is this perfect masterpiece and that it's super detailed. Because I started looking around because, you know, I don't play games right? I'm the loser for actually looking at things in the game. Because you're not supposed to do that, right? But they give you total freedom on where you can go and where you can't, right? For the most part. Yet I'm the stupid idiot for looking you know, at the world with a magnifying glass. I'm the stupid idiot, right? Unreal. Which you can't criticize Red Dead 2. That's another game that's just in that glass bubble. You can't criticize that game. You can't criticize. I mean, there's just so many games that are like that. Witcher 3 is another one. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Witcher 3 is another one. Can't criticize that game at all. It's perfect. Skyrim, I would argue, even that's in that bubble. There's a few games like that. Not every game's like that, but it's these weird internet darling games. I'm assuming the next Elder Scrolls will be like that too. Because it's Elder Scrolls, it's automatically going to get a pass. Oh, we don't care. Oh, Starfield was a blunder, yes, but we're back with the Elder Scrolls, Michael. We want to see Todd Howard's last ride. This is Todd Howard's last game. So they're going to market it like that. Todd Howard's last game. You know, he went from his magnum opus, by the way, Starfield, to Elder Scrolls. Oh, bro. And everyone's going to buy it again. I mean, at least it's on Game Pass day one, though. So that's the beauty of Game Pass. It's like, yeah, I ain't paying $70 for MLB The Show. That shit's garbage. But for Game Pass, great, perfect, great release. But if you're buying that standalone, you got to be an MLB diehard fan or into baseball. Because like that, I mean, just casually playing that, it's perfect Game Pass release. But outside of that, no. It's the same game. And I haven't even played MLB The Show since like fucking a long time. It's the same game. Graphics are still like plasticky. I never liked the graphics in MLB The Show. Graphics are like plasticky looking. I don't know why. The 2K baseball games were a lot better than that. They had better commentary too. I remember playing a 2K baseball game on Xbox 360, and the graphics were better. That was from like 2008 or something. Plus, the controls were just simpler. No, I don't play Ark. God, you guys play normie-ass games. Holy shit. Why do you have to have a social component? Like, you guys are just like, dude, go talk to people or something. Hell. Go download ChatGPT, talk to that thing for free. God. That way you don't have to go to the therapist, pay $200 an hour. We want social gaming, but we hate live service games, but we're gonna buy this live service game right now. Helldivers 2 is amazing, but we hate the Suicide Squad. Like, get the fuck up out of here. God, the hypocrisy with these gamers, man. One minute they hate live service games, the next minute they're shilling it. 2 weeks later, they're shilling a live service game. Just pure live service slop. For the same reasons they hated the Suicide Squad. I'm done. I'm done. I can't with these gamers up today. They're losers. They're just straight up losers. I'll play these normie-ass games, these fucking loser-ass games. Like, we're playing it because everyone else is playing it. You're not playing it because you like it. You're playing it because everyone else is playing it. Period, end of story. That's it. We damn well know why you're playing it. Not because you enjoy it. You're playing it because everyone else is playing it. You don't want to feel left out. That's the reality of it. And once publishers understand that, well, they can make more money. I'm not wrong. You think any of these gamers in here, gamers by the way, you think any of these fake gamers in here would actually sit down alone with their PS2 and play a game for longer than 2 hours on that thing without any social connectivity? They couldn't handle it. They'd have to be on their phone scrolling, sharing pictures. Hey, look, I hooked up my PS2 with the hashtag when gaming was good. You just can't sit there and give the game your undivided. You have to get social. You have to share. You have to fucking connect. That's why gamers... Don't get me started.
Stain super chatted €2. I said GTA 6 will be 30 FPS before tech virgins. Clinking beer mugs. Clinking beer mugs.
Well, the only way they can...
Clinking beer mugs. Clinking beer mugs.
The only way they can probably get it to 60 on PS5 Pro is if they turn on that DLSS bullshit all the way to max. It'd be a fake resolution to get it at 60. So they could probably brute force it, but I don't think natively it'll be at 60. But if you have the PS5 Pro, there's going to have to be an option because that's going to be embarrassing. The PS5 Pro has the power of a supercomputer. I looked it up. It has 33 teraflops. Okay, look at a supercomputer from 2001 or 2. Same amount of teraflops. So it has the power of a supercomputer from 2002. I don't know if that's impressive or not, but... Because what is the Series X? 12 teraflops? Damn, that's a big jump. Series X is 12 teraflops. And now we're going to 33? What the fuck is a teraflop? Oh, here we go. Let's go to Siri. Hey Siri, what is a teraflop?
Here's some information.
Useless. God damn. They need to fix Apple. Let's go. God, please fix Siri. It doesn't even do anything. Here's some information, by the way. It could have at least read the article from Wikipedia. I mean, maybe that... I can't... There's no context to the conversation. Like, it's just pure keyword. It's like Ask Jeeves in 1995. It's unreal. And the PS5 Pro, mate. Hello, mate. Welcome, mate. We're going to get the PS5 Pro later this year, mate. Then subscribe to you to get the PS5 Pro and unbox it, mate. Remember that guy that called in and said he like knew Todd Howard? What a loser. I've seen the early build, mate, of a Starfield, and they said the rocket ships weren't working properly. The fuck? No, you guys remember that? He called in and acted like he had inside information. Like, these losers come up with anything. Imagine being that desperate for attention. That could never be me. Okay, all the normies left. It's just the old school fans. Yep, all the normies left. There's like a time limit on this. It like pushes it and then it stops. And now all of a sudden they come right back in. 200 viewers are, oh my God. Imagine buying a PS5 Pro. Name one game where... How are you going to sell PS5 Pro? Take the existing games and they run better and look better? Is that really enough? I want a built from the ground up game for the PS5 Pro to say, here you go. Because this is basically the PS6. I mean, we're going from 12 teraflops to 33. And I can't do that math, but I mean, that's a big jump, bud. That's a big jump. We're going from 12 teraflops to 33. 12 teraflops to 33 teraflops. What is it supposed to be? 45% faster, the PS5 Pro? Okay, that's great, but here's the thing. The devs have to optimize for it. I mean, unless they have a solution that just brute forces shit, the devs have to still go in and optimize for it. And if they're not willing to do that, well, then most games are... I just don't get it. I mean, you know, and basically what this means is that if you want the best version of GTA 6, you got to buy a new console. Because there is new Xbox hardware coming later this year. They confirmed that in the podcast. Now, what is that? You know, is it a new console? Is it a refresh? Is it a new control? We don't really know what it is. But, you know, presumably it's going to be a new console to go up against the PS5 Pro, refresh of the Series X or whatever. Probably without a disk drive. And you have all of this new hardware coming later this year to get ready for what? GTA 6? Because that's the only game that fucking matters. From here on out, there ain't no game that matters. You can take a break right now and just wait until GTA 6 and you ain't gonna miss anything. I'll tell you that right now. Name one good game in 2024. I played all of the releases. They're all garbage. Mid games that are forgotten about within a day. This year's been garbage. Last year was terrible. A lot of releases last year, but they're all garbage. You know, that Star Wars game that's supposed to come out later this year, that ain't coming out this year. I guarantee you that. That's delayed. Guarantee. Ain't no way it's coming out this year. Ask Creed Japan's supposed to come out this year. I haven't heard anything from that. That's delayed too. Obviously. Why do you think Nvidia focuses on AI? Remember when Nvidia said, hey, buy this GPU so that you can run your game better? That doesn't make money anymore. Huh. That doesn't make money anymore. So they've shifted all of their business strategy basically to AI because that's where the money is. Remember Nvidia being a GPU company for gamers? That's all it was. Now it's a fucking AI company, basically. God. They made GPUs for games. That's basically what it was. And then the last like 5, 10 years or so, they transitioned slowly, and now it's just pure AI. What happened to GPU for the gamer? I mean, that's what the company was. You can't make money in that field anymore. Because no one plays games anymore. It's a dead medium. That's why it'll never be taken seriously. They don't make games anymore. Dragon's Dogma 2, it took them 12 years to make that sequel. And what did it bring you to the table? From what I see, it's the same fucking game. In fact, it might be worse. Depending on who you ask. Yeah, they used to make powerful GPUs that could just actually run the game natively, and now you have to have all these AI image manipulation. You know, all those super samples, super whatever the fuck, turned on to run the shit properly. You think a 4090 even could run Cyberpunk natively without all that turned on at 60 frames, 4K 60? There ain't no way. Stop subscribing. Stop subscribing. Oh, man. So where is gaming going in the future? It's all AI. Like, how are you not look? Ubisoft just announced like their AI NPCs and shit, and it's like, well, there you go. It's over. It's done. Every game needs to be live service. I agree with that. I'm sorry. If I were in charge at EA or Ubisoft, and they came, how the Dead, let me just say this, how the Dead Space remake got greenlit in when did that come out? 2022? 2023, whatever that came out. Like, dude, I have no idea how anyone sat there and said, yes, this is a good idea. Yes, this is going to make us money. It's not. You made an internet darling game, or, you know, even back in the day, it's a game that came out in 2008. No, like, you got 5,000 losers on the internet that like fucking obsess over it. Okay, that's 5,000 sales. What are we doing? And from when we last heard, the Dead Space remake underperformed. Why did they make that? I have no idea. Doesn't make sense. They should have just remade Dead Space and did their own thing with it and implemented live service elements to it. And I know that's not what people want to hear, but it's like, well, you all praised Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is a live service game. You had no problem shilling that. So it's not that you don't like live service games. It just has to be the right formula. So if Elden Ring went live service,
M0,
you would love that too.
M0 super shattered $10. Gamers gave Huang his monopoly, and he bought leather jackets and Ferraris and left those PC losers high and dry.
Exactly. He's sexy. Yeah, the Nvidia guy, he's sexy. He's got that leather jacket on. Yeah. They said, fuck the game or we're out. Ain't no money in that anymore, so we're going to make AI. They just announced like some super chip. They announced like some massive super chip. Nvidia did. It's like for AI shit. It's over. MO coming through. That's what we're talking about, bud. Well, let's get this to 100 likes. We need 6 likes. We need 6 likes. Take it to 100 likes. Someone just wrote a whole paragraph. Okay, but here's what you have to understand. Rockstar made this. This is what you're not understanding. This is what you're not understanding. You're not really understanding this. Rockstar made GTA 5, the game that you're still playing today, literally, and I'm not trolling here. Rockstar made that game, and at first it was exclusive to this hardware. Rockstar made GTA 5 run on 2005 hardware. Okay? Unbelievable. Rockstar made GTA 5 run on 2005 hardware. Bro, the 360 came out in 2005. The hardware doesn't magically update, okay? 2005 hardware, bro. Huh? So when you play that game, it's from 2005. I mean, the architecture of the game is they had to make sure it ran on 2005 hardware. Literally, the Xbox 360 came out in 2005. Pretty sure. November 2005. Hey, Siri, when did the Xbox 360 release?
Xbox 360 was published November 22nd, 2005.
Oh, my God. That's insane. The game you're still playing, the game that makes, it's like one of the top 5 best-selling games of all time, 2005 hardware. If you count PS3, that's 2006. Unbelievable. And now presumably Rockstar is working with what? 2020 hardware? Okay. That's only a 5-year gap. But from 2005, hey Siri, 2013 minus 2005.
That would be 8.
8 years. Okay, so there was an 8-year gap from when the hardware came out to when the game released. So now we're looking at a 4-year gap. 5-year gap, rather. The fuck's this? Stop subscribing! Jerry Lawler, how you doing? The Shills are calling Dragon's Dogma a masterpiece. Oh, Lord. Well, we'll play it tomorrow. And I'll tell you if it's good or not. I haven't played the first one, and people were recommending to play the first one first, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna burn myself out. I'm not gonna burn myself out. I already have it preloaded on the Xbox, so we're gonna play it tomorrow. Early access. And then if it's boring, we'll jump over to Rise of the Ronin. And those reviews come out tomorrow for Rise of the Ronin. It looks like Ghost of Tsushima, but it's more Ubisoft. Unless just not as pretty. I don't know. So basically, it's like it's just Ghost of Tsushima without the graphics. Stop subscribing. Yeah, well, we're gonna play it tomorrow, and if it's a snooze fest, then I'm already falling asleep just thinking about it. GTA 6 will be revolutionary. Well, it could be, but if my idea doesn't come to fruition, well, then there's nothing to the game. You guys are not on the same wavelength as what I've tried to tell you about. The social media aspect of GTA 6, you're not understanding it fully, because you think, when you think social media, you think online. We're not talking about any online stuff at all, okay? It could be online, but I'm going to assume it's offline. And they basically made a neural network system within the game. I don't know how to explain this because I'm not a dev, but basically something that is truly dynamic and that truly is this living thing with the social media stuff. If they can take it to that level, then you won't be able. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It should be possible. I'll say that. It should be possible. It's possible. They already have games like that, just in different assets and ways, not like... When an NPC is on the beach and an NPC takes a picture of the beach, you can go on the social media app on the phone, like you can in GTA 5, right? But this time around, you can go there and the NPC is still there. Like if they take a selfie at the beach, you can go there and the NPC is there. It's really not that hard. All you have to do is basically, I mean, I'm not a game dev, but I'm going to assume what you basically just have to do is, when the player enters the beach area, you just load that asset up, if that makes any sense. So it's tethered to the... It's not really that hard, to be honest, from what I can see. You basically load it into the RAM. This is what I wanted in GTA 4. Laszlo's doing the show on the street. I wanted to find Laszlo on the street. And at one point, I thought that was actually real. I was ready to be blown away. And then the illusion was destroyed because I realized that Laszlo isn't actually on the street. This is fake. You know, Laszlo's supposed to be on the streets of Liberty City and doing interviews and stuff like that. And it's like, he's not actually on the streets. I thought there was going to be an NPC with a microphone running around. But I guess that wouldn't make sense. How would he be live? How do you go live on the radio walking around? That doesn't even make sense. I guess it would have to be pre-recorded. But I think he says we're live. I don't know. That wouldn't make any sense. How do you go live on the radio? Well, I thought this was going to be the case with GTA 5. They showed all this Weasel News stuff before the game came out, and I thought, well, what if they have like what if the news is actually like doing their job? Like, you know, something happens in Los Santos and the news goes to it, they film it, and then it gets dynamically generated on their internet. This is what I thought GTA 5 was going to be. And I think at some point GTA 5 was supposed to be like really way more detailed than it turned out to be. Something happened at Rockstar. They lost the talent. The two technical directors from GTA 4 were gone. It was just Adam Fowler left. And it's a one-man band at that point. I'm sure he had some other people helping too, but the two other lead technical directors that were on GTA 4 in previous games, they were no longer there. So I think that has something to do with it. And now Adam Fowler's not there, so good luck, Rockstar. Oh, but none of them matter because we don't have a Netflix documentary on them. I mean, that's what the normies see. It's sad. But if they made like the story of Rockstar games on Netflix, y'all would love Dan Houser and Sam Houser and all these other cats. but now you don't care about them. But then when the normies make a video about like, oh, GTA 6 might be disappointing, look at all the Rockstar devs that left, and it's like, I already tried to tell you this 2 years ago, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Yet you expect Kobe Bryant to be on the team when Kobe Bryant retired. That's the Rockstar fan base right now. They look at the old games and think, well, you know, they're still capable of outputting like that. And it's like, we don't know if that's the case. We really don't know. You know, I mean, just because they can make a good trailer and it seems like everything's the same doesn't mean it will be. When Shaq and Kobe ain't on the team, the Lakers is a different team. You can't argue it's not. And it's the same principle. It's like, well, you know, if the key players, if the vet devs left, the veteran devs all left, I mean, not all of them, but, you know, a lot of them have, then, yeah, there's going to be changes. I hate to say it, but there's going to be changes. You know, the lead game designer on Red Dead 2 left, and you don't care about that. And yet Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of your favorite games. Well, they fired him because he was toxic. They went woke. Now the workplace is probably real sterile. It's not, you know. Well, the product is going to reflect that. If the workplace is as boring as you know, it's going to reflect that. Sometimes, I mean, you know, look at all of their games that they put out under the crunch culture. You can't argue that crunch matters. Crunch matters. Look at the output. Look at what they put out. Look at their fucking run when Rockstar Games was at their peak. GTA 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, Bully, Manhunt, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. That's all from crunch. Oh, you don't believe in crunch. Now the devs don't want to go back to work. Yet you somehow believe that GTA 6 is already a solidified, you know, a guaranteed set in stone fucking masterpiece. What? You know, I mean, it would be hard for them to fuck it up, absolutely. But at the same time, it's like we can't ignore who has left the company. There's too many head honchos that left the company. It's the B team GTA, and maybe that's what's needed. Maybe it is what's needed. But you know, at the end of the day, well, that remains to be seen. Trailer 2 is going to give us a better look at the game. And if Trailer 2 is dull, then I'm going to be well, we're going to have to lower the expectations. If Trailer 2 is dull, we have to lower the expectations. Because what is it going to show? More of Lucia and Jason? God. What is Trailer 2 going to show? More of Lucia and Jason? And what if the graphics are worse? That's what I'm saying. It's just like, dude. And the graphics should be better. If it's on PS5 Pro, the graphics need to be better than the actual trailer at this point. Because this shit ain't coming out until fucking 2025. That's next year. But according to the rumors, I mean, the game should be out by this time next year. We should already be bored of the game, right?
Leopard super chatted $2 Canadian.79. Woke, 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 woke.
No. Well, woke slop, woke this, woke that. Woke slop. You're getting the PS5 Pro. It depends if GTA 6 is good. That's the only thing that matters. Sony has nothing to show for. They basically said we're done with PSVR 2. I told you guys not to buy that thing, and you bought it anyway. Imagine buying the PSVR 2 when it had no software, no backwards compatibility, no software. Why would you buy a $500 headset? It's not even wireless. Like, it's not even wireless. Like, the Quest 3 is at least wireless. I mean, the battery life on it's trash, but, you know, it'll last for like 30 minutes. I can't believe you guys bought PSVR 2. Holy shit. You guys bought into the hype for a week and then you never put the headset back on again. $500 headset. And Sony's now pausing it, production on it, because they can't sell any. Well, they should consider lowering the price to $100. Even then, it would still be too steep. There's no backwards compatibility. Once you said you cannot play old PSVR games on it, it was out. It was done. That's so dumb. What is with this we don't want you playing old games because the architecture is different. Bullshit. I could see the PS3 because of the cell and shit like that, but now it's all streamlined, right? It's basically just PC components, custom PC chip. It's AMD. How is that any different than PC? I don't understand. I mean, I'm not a game dev, but it's all the same shit now. No, we have Dragon's Dogma 2 preloaded. We have Dragon's Dogma 2 preloaded, and we'll play that tomorrow, and we'll probably play it just all day. If you guys don't show up though, it's going to be hard to play it. So, because if we didn't cover the world of video games, I wouldn't be playing that game. Let me just put it to you that way. I wouldn't play half the games we play. Why would I buy half of the? They don't bring anything new to the table. Like, I feel like I'm the only one that like cares about like innovation or something different, and everyone's just like, we want more of the same. We want something that's familiar and comfortable. That is so boring. You have all of this new hardware. They want to sell you on hardware. Hardware is so fucking boring. It's exciting when you're younger, but when you're older, it's just boring. The software is what is driving the hardware, period, end of story. I don't get it. They want to sell you on specs. They want to sell you on the power. They want to sell you on the teraflops. But it's like, what about the software? What software is being fully optimized for this new hardware to say, wow, this is next level? To say, wow, this is truly a next generation experience. We have yet to see any of that in any of these games. You know, PS5 is almost 4 years old now. And quite frankly, there's not one game, in my opinion, that actually was next generation. In fact, that's been the case since PS4 as well. Now, you could argue Last of Us and all this other stuff, and it's like, yeah, I mean, but once you, well, I hate to say this, but once you, and I'm not a game dev, but once you like kind of understand how they made The Last of Us work, it's just, and it ruins it because it's like, see, this is why you don't, I haven't made a game before, but I've messed around in Dreams. I've messed around in, and that was enough to kind of expose it to the point where it's like, oh, this is how it's made. And it's just like,
Staying super chatted €2. I want to make a little dent in them devs' brains.
Oh, man. God, when they put that out, it's like, just shut your mouth and let your fucking work do the talking. Does Tom Brady brag about how good he is? No, he doesn't. He shows that on the field. I can't with these woke devs. Does Tom Brady boast about how amazing he is? He gets the job done on the field. That lets it do the talking.
Super chatted $2.79. Imagine if PS6 not backwards compatible with PS5.
Well, that's okay, because there's no worthwhile PS5 games to play. The best console Sony made was the PS3 that played PS1, PS2, and PS3 games. Fully backwards compatible. So they obviously could do it. What happened? They obviously could do it. What happened? Think about that. The PS3 came with like a lot more, and then they just downgraded it for the same price. You got less for the same price. The PS3 launched with PS2 backwards compatibility. So you could play all of the old everything. PS1, PS2, PS3. It was the ultimate console. And they sure as hell took that shit out. Oh, what was the excuse? Because it was overheating, the hardware couldn't handle it, and it's just ridiculous. I'm done with that bullshit. There's a lot of PS4 games that barely work on PS5 because they're like all glitched and shit. Watch Dogs 2 is one where it's like you see a lot of weird shit that shouldn't be popping up. No, it'll play PS5 games, but who cares? The PS5 library is trash. I have yet to play one good game on the PS5. Name one good game that's actually exclusive on the PS5 that's good. You can't name one outside of maybe Astrobot. That was a cool little tech demo, fun little experience. That was free with the console. That's the only good game. Sony closed all their Japan studios because they moved the headquarters to California because they went woke. Could never be me. Should have kept it in Japan. Demon Souls is trash. It's the same game that you played in 2009, just with better graphics. How is that a next-gen game? You've already played that in 2008 or 2009, whenever that shit came out. How is that next-gen? Oh, it's got amazing shaders, Michael. Oh my God, the resolution is so amazing. I love watching it on my 4K OLED TV. God, when are you going to understand? Like, do you guys go to game design school or something? Is this what they teach? Frame rate and resolution matter and nothing else does? God damn. I mean, imagine if that were the reality of the music business. Like, all of the old music from like the 30s and 40s would be all garbage then, right? Because, you know, we're using way higher technology now. Like, is that really how you judge a video game? Based off of frame rate and resolution, like superficial crap? God, you guys are a bunch of fucking nerds. It's like, that's not what makes a great experience. It has nothing to do with that. I'm fine with a 1080p 30 game. 1080p 30 frames, lock it at that, and that's your starting point. You don't need 4K. You don't need 1440p. You don't need all this bullshit. Nvidia's been pushing that, and then all these fake-ass gamers just keep perpetuating it. Now they want to see the Switch 2 have all this power. And look at the Switch. The Switch came out with so many games last year. The Switch is the best-selling console on the market. PlayStation can't compete with the Switch. Xbox certainly can't compete with the Switch. No one can touch fucking Nintendo. And yet you want to perpetuate this idea that power matters. If power mattered, then the sales would dictate that. The sales don't dictate that. I mean, the sales would reflect that. The sales don't reflect that ideology of power matters. Power doesn't matter. That notion is trash because the Switch is the best-selling console. Yet it has outdated 2013 tablet hardware. It doesn't matter. Power doesn't matter. When are you going to understand that? But you fake gamers in here are like, oh my God, oh my God. So you go on V all day, 4channel, and you post about frame rate and teraflops and all this junk. God damn, I've never seen such a bunch of fake fucking gamers on the net. Jesus. Imagine being a fake gamer. That can never be me. So no, frame rate doesn't matter. So don't. But you have to pick a side. You can't just sit there and say, well, frame rate does matter, but it doesn't matter for Dragon's Dogma 2. Because that's the hypocrisy that I'm talking about with these fake gamers. They sit there and perpetuate this idea that frame rate matters, and then all of a sudden, when their favorite game doesn't have 60 frames, it doesn't matter anymore. We don't care about frame rate. We don't need 60 frames. As long as the experience is good, that's all that matters. Yet you were just saying that 60 frames mattered, and now it doesn't because Dragon's Dogma 2 can't hit 60. That's fake gamer. That's fake gamer. Same with Suicide Squad and Helldivers. Oh, we hate live service games. Live service games are the cancer of the industry. All of a sudden, Helldivers 2 comes out and y'all are fucking shilling it. And yet you just said 2 weeks earlier that that live service games are cancer of the industry. We want more single-player games. Yet you continue to shill a live service game known as Helldivers 2. And let me see the player count for Helldivers 2. It's probably trash. The only reason it's high up there is because these PC Steam losers play these weird fucking games that came out in like 1999. Counter-Strike and shit like that. Who's playing that garbage? No one. Junk. God damn. No one. This is why Nvidia has left. They have abandoned the PC gamer. They have said we're going into the AI space, and that's where the big money's at. Ain't no money in gaming on PC. No one buys that shit. Look at the most popular GPU. It's probably a fucking 2060, if that. No one's buying PC shit. You gotta stop watching Linus Tech Tips. Brainwashing you. No one's playing this shit on PC, man. It's still a niche market. I hate to say it, but it's still a niche market. If it weren't, then look at the Nintendo Switch. It just demolishes everything. The Switch is the best-selling console. Still is. Yet you wanna run with this idea that Switch 2 needs to happen. Switch 2 needs to come out because, oh, I need to see better specs personally. That's entitlement, bud. Because over 100 million people disagree with that stupid-ass opinion. So Nintendo doesn't need to move anything. They don't need to move forward with anything. It's just like GTA 6. Does it need to exist? Hell, that's a risk. GTA 6 coming out is a risk. Because they can continue to milk GTA 5. And unless they have data that shows that it's projected to go downward, they can continue with GTA 5. There's no reason to put GTA 6 out. It's already updated for modern consoles. They can continue to put out DLC, and everyone's going to be fine with it. The only people that are going to bitch are the vocal minority that don't have a job on the internet. Huh. You see how this works? These losers on the internet don't dictate sales. They don't do anything outside of bitch and complain and whine because they're fake gamers. They don't buy anything. They don't play anything. And even if they buy, they don't play it. These PC gamers have a fucking library full of hundreds of games that they never play. I play more games on my PC than all of these supposed PC gamers. These motherfuckers don't play shit. They play that garbage-ass Baldur's Gate game. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. And by the way, where's that console release? Where's the Baldur's Gate 3 PS5 edition? Oh, that's not coming out now. Or they delayed it because it's coming on 4 discs. Where's it at? Nowhere to be found. Thought it was supposed to be out early 2024. Nowhere to be found. Baldur's Gate, by the way. Give me a fucking break. Game is fucking trash. I mean, I respect the freedom that it gives the player and it empowers the player and you can actually make choices. I respect that. But the gameplay is absolute dog shit. The gameplay in that game is absolute dog shit. That's Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, 400-pound losers that come together to play that shit. I resonate with those people because they have mentally, like, if you're fat, I hate to say that, but it's just like you got to stop playing these games. Get outside, walk around the block a little bit. Like, just get up off of these games because they ain't helping. That's why you play them, because it's a comfort zone. You don't have to get outside and walk around the block and try to lose weight. Play that Magic the Gathering, fucking World of Warcraft, like, could never be me. So when South Park shows that shit and they show the World of Warcraft player 400 pounds, you know, that's not a stereotype. That's kind of that's an unfortunate reality. It's an unfortunate reality. Like, I just can never imagine playing Baldur's Gate 3. That just can never be me. I mean, you know, again, I'll praise it for the choice it gives the player, because most games don't do that. But that's just me looking at it and saying, well, you know, on paper it's really fantastic, but the gameplay is absolute trash. The gameplay is absolute trash. And it was an early access game for 4 years before it came out, so they had plenty of time to refine it. It's an early access game. It's not like it just came out, so it doesn't really count. It doesn't really count because they had 4 years of player feedback to figure it out. 4 years of feedback. If the game just came out of nowhere and they just actually had a vision, which these devs don't these days, they don't have visions. They go to these fans and well, we don't know how to make the Dead Space remake, so we hired a bunch of Dead Space experts to come in and help us and what we want to see in the Dead Space. You don't have a vision for the Dead Space remake? Then why are you doing this project? Oh, it's just a gig? Okay. Well, then there's no passion. I don't think there has to be, I guess, but clearly there doesn't. You guys shielded the Dead Space remake, so they hired a bunch of like Twitch streamers to fuck. They literally hired Twitch streamers to say, how do we make the best version of this Dead Space remake? And you all bought it. Fucking idiots. But you couldn't support Glenn Schofield. You couldn't support Glenn Schofield. Don't even get me started on that shit. You fucking idiots. Oh, for years, EA's trash, EA's the devil, this, that, and the Hey, I met people at EA. I met producers, I met top fucking producers, executives, developers, community managers, blah, 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 blah. Great fucking people. I have nothing bad to say about people that I met at EA, okay? They didn't have to be nice. It was the last day. They were probably tired. They rolled the red carpet out. I will never forget that, okay? So I got nothing to say bad about EA and the people that I met. Great people, very accommodating, lovely experience. But you guys hated EA for years and years and years. All of a sudden, the Dead Space remake comes out, and you said, shut up and take my money for $70 fucking dollars.
Oat Super Chatted $4.99. Thanks for speaking the truth.
Yeah, but it doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get you anywhere. They don't want to hear it. These normies are just fucking brainwashed. These normies are brainwashed. They don't. I feel like I'm the only like gamer like within this. It's sad. Sad. She don't love it. It's so sad. The saddest. Stop subscribing. That's what we're talking about coming through. Yeah, the 5090 is going to cost a lot. I already told you guys not to build a PC right now. You'd be an idiot. Unless you can find a really good deal, there's no reason to build a PC right now. I mean, unless you have to have one. There's no reason to build a PC right now. Just wait till the 5090. Well, 50 whatever. Don't buy the super editions or anything like that. That's like when Apple comes out with the new phone in October, and then like they do like a new color, and everyone goes buys a new color, and yet you know there's a new iPhone every September, October. It's like you might as well just wait. I mean, unless you need the phone now. You got to know how these release cycles are. Otherwise, you're gonna like imagine buying a 4090 the day before the 50 series is announced. Like that can never be me. No one plays games, they just talk about them on social media. Yep. And that's the problem. Yep. That's the problem. Why do you think that is? It was never like this. When I covered games in 2011, I mean, you know, it was similar, but it wasn't as big as it is now. You had people doing Let's Plays and shit. And, you know, they had IGN forums and game facts and stuff like that, but... And, you know, there's always been a social component, but it's like that's all it is now. It's just like, let's talk about the game as opposed to playing it. Why is that so sexy? Why is that so appealing? Is it the state of games? Is it where we're at? They're just not compelling, and we just don't the only reason why we're playing these games is because everyone else is playing them and we don't want to feel left out. I mean, what is going on here? Why is that so big now? Why do we love talking about games as opposed to playing them? I think that speaks volumes. I think that speaks volumes. When GTA comes out, we're going to the midnight launch. If there's a physical copy, I'm buying the physical copy. That's a once in a lifetime experience. At this rate, it is. I mean, they don't come out until every fucking decade or so. So if there is going to be a physical release for GTA 6, I'm buying that shit fucking at the store, and we'll see all the nerds that are lining up. And you guys want to perpetuate that doesn't happen. That, oh no, I missed the midnight releases. I'm a boomer, and maybe get your fat ass outside of the house. When I went to go get God of War Ragnarok, there was a line outside the fucking door at GameStop. Oh, they don't do midnight releases anymore because you've outgrown it and it doesn't exist. Get out of here. God, I swear these people are down so bad. I miss the days where they had midnight releases, and it's like, well, yeah, I'm sure they don't have midnight releases for every game, but if you called GameStop tonight, I'm sure you can get Dragon's Dogma tonight or the next, whenever it comes out. Tomorrow night at midnight. I'm sure they're doing that at some GameStop stores. I guarantee they are, because that's like a nerdy-ass game, and that's... Online release is the best. Okay, but you don't own the game. I want to own GTA 6. I want to see what's on the disc, if they're making it on disc. I think there will be a disc version, but I think it will come out later. And no one's going to care. See, this is the problem. No one cares. You're not getting the map anymore. Oh, we don't care. We don't need that. This new era of gaming is... But gaming's always been digital, right? Who came up with that fallacy? Gaming's always been a physical media. You weren't downloading Atari in 1978. The fuck? I swear, man. PC gaming was a physical media. You bought the fucking floppy disk. You bought the CD-ROM. The big boxes. What are you guys smoking? And then Gabe Newell took it over and monopolized the market. Steam did. And now you all just bend over backwards for Steam because it's comfy and it's Kino and all my friends use it. And it's like, well, if all of your friends stop using it tomorrow, would you still use Steam? You wouldn't. If they all jump ship to something else. That's how it works, bud. You don't own any of your games on Steam. I don't care if you backed it up. DRM all over that garbage. It's not like GOG where it's like, well, you just launch the executable and that's it. And then you guys get like tribal with, oh, fuck Epic Games, fuck this, fuck that. I need my game on Steam. Fake gamer. Just shut up. Fake gamer. Why do you care where you're getting your game from? If I can get the game on Epic Games for a cheaper price, I'm buying it on Epic. Oh, China or whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, I'm done with y'all. Who gives a shit? God, these Steam fanboys are the absolute worst. I hate it. That's why all the Valve games I played are trash. First of all, they're all outdated garbage. All of the Valve games are garbage. Left 4 Dead, that's overrated slop. And it's funny how Valve just immediately, once Left 4 Dead 1 came out, they immediately made the sequel and everyone just praised them like, oh, hell yeah, Left 4 Dead 2. And it's like, well, the first one just came out. Oh, here's the second one. Buy this. Then they just stopped making them because they're garbage. Never liked that game. There's no story. It's just jump in. It's like a tech demo. Let's play Left 4 Dead, by the way. Let's not play Left 4 Dead. How is this fun? You just shoot zombies that... I mean, it's just the most mindless shit. It's the most mindless shit possible. You just shoot zombies that move on the screen. That's the whole fucking... Yet it's a revolutionary game and we spent 800 hours on it. That can never be me. And you guys show Half-Life 2, and I played Half-Life 2. I've turned that some bitch off after 30 minutes. That shit's garbage. It's some weird-ass junk. I don't play weird games. The more normal the game is, the better it is. I'm tired of these fantasy games. Every game's a fantasy game, whether or not you realize it. Magic. They don't have to have the magic wand and the fucking flipendo, flipendo. That's not what I'm talking about. I'd rather play Lawnmower Simulator than half of these fucking fantasy games that come out. Flipendo. And now they're saying Hogwarts Legacy Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to be live service. Well, the first game you can't even play without connecting to the internet, so it's already a live service game, idiots. But that's the case, Michael, with every game. You don't even know what you're talking about. And it's like, no, what game did we just buy? What was the last physical game that we bought? I don't even remember. What was the last physical game that we bought? 2K24. Works right off the disc. And we got Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon. We got Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon. But I need internet. I need internet, by the way. Yeah, 2K24. I bought the disc. And guess what? Everything that I thought that game was going to be on disc turned out to be true. It's the uncensored version, but no one's covered that. They don't care. Could never be me.
M0, 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 M super chatted $5. Standard edition PC games had flap front high quality gloss boxes and fully colored 150-page manuals. Garbing killed the Kino and comfy in PC gaming.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember buying Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 at the store. Came with 2 discs, I believe, and you had to install it. And Like, I can't believe, like, I just can't believe it. Like, they have just said, shut up and take my money, and we don't own anything. And it's like, do you really? Like, you really just don't care? Okay, then Don Matrick was right. Apologize now. Apologize to Don Matrick. But you wanted to argue about something in 2013. You're angsty fucking gamer fucking. We need to call Dr. Phil and just examine the gamer. Dr. Phil, here you go. Examine the gamer. What is wrong with these people? I mean, it's just sad. It's just sad. They're so hypocritical. These are the most hypocritical creatures on the earth. These gamers. They just flip-flop this opinion 24/7. One day they hate it, the next day they love it. We hate live service games. The next day they're buying the next live service game that comes out. That could never be me. Pick a fucking side. Oh, frame rate matters, resolution matters. Then when their favorite game doesn't have those features, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, that... God. Well, the reality is that frame rate doesn't matter. The reality is that resolution doesn't matter. When they're trying to sell you their game based off of those things, unless it's like a competitive shooter or something, then it doesn't matter. Or a racing game. God. All of your favorite PS4 games, none of them, most of them did not run at 60 frames. So I guess they're all trash. Your favorite game, Bloodborne, is not at 60 frames. Yet there's a petition to make it 60 frames. But it doesn't matter for Dragon's Dogma 2, does it? If Bloodborne were so good, then why does it need a 60 frames update? If Red Dead Redemption 2 is so great, why does it need 60 frames? Why are you guys bitching? Rockstar's not updating Red Dead 2. There's no need. It's not happening. Until they can find a way to make it work in a way that makes sense, why would they push out a free 60 frames update? Why would they do that? They could sell that to you. They know the Red Dead Redemption 2 fanboys will be there day one for a 60 frames update. And if you really want 60 frames, just buy it on PC. If you really just can't wait for, if they ever update it, when Red Dead 3 comes out, oh, Lord. It just feels like we've gotten more Red Dead shit than ever. Red Dead 1 in 2010, GTA 5 in 2013, and then after that, it was just pure Red Dead. Red Dead in 2018, Red Dead 2 in 2018. And then from 2018 to now, it's just been Red Dead. It's like, yeah, we've had online DLC shit for GTA 5, but I mean, if you're not into that, you're not playing it. I don't play that online shit. Once I saw that you can get a fucking flying car and there's purple smoke that comes out. What? That is not GTA. No wonder why Dan Houser fucking left. Holy shit. What is that car called that everyone uses? The Oppressor or something? Like, that is fucking fantasy shit. There's fantasy shit in GTA. I would have left too. That's a disgrace. That is flat out a fucking disgrace. It's basically Saints Row. That ain't GTA. Yeah, there's been wacky elements in GTA, like UFOs and, some outlandish shit here and there, but nothing like stupid shit like that. Like, I can't. And then it doesn't emphasize fun. It emphasizes like virtual life simulator. Like, that can never be me. Imagine playing that right now. Like, you have to understand, there's people that are addicted to that shit. And not even the RP stuff. Because most people don't play RP. That's like an exclusive niche PC thing. But when they take it to the masses with GTA 6, and this is why GTA 6 is so dangerous, when they take the role-playing stuff to the masses with GTA 6, it's going to be, it's just not going to be healthy. It's not going to be healthy. When you natively can boot up GTA 6 and you can just role play right within that on your console, it's over. Because you can already kind of do that. Rockstar built the foundation for that. You get your own apartment, get your own cars, get your own whatever. They built the foundation on that, and then the modders took it to that next level. But now all of that's going to be obviously natively packed into GTA 6 Online. There's no way that they can't do that. Oh, man. Let's get you banned, bud. Stop subscribing. I haven't heard that in a while. It's because we don't have any viewers. The normies all it gave us a normie spike, and then that's it. And that's a bit of a drag, isn't it, mate? Well, the Getaway has always been better than GTA, but no one bought it. No one bought it because it was too serious, and that flew right over the normies' heads. Way more innovative than GTA could ever be. I hate to say that, but it's just like, you know, the Getaway was like Skate, where it was like fully immersive, versus GTA that's like Tony Hawk with the silly, goofy shit. That's what it always felt like to me. It's like the Getaway 1 and 2. Those felt like serious, you know, and the gameplay mechanics were revolutionary. There was no HUD, and this was in 2001 or 2. I mean, it's an early PS2 game, and the way you heal is that, I mean, it's just, I'm not saying it was perfect, but it really felt like you were in that world, and you didn't have any of this bullshit on the screen like GTA, where it's got all these stars and all this like menu shit, mini map, and it's like you don't get a mini map in the Getaway. You look at the turn signal on the back of the car to see where to go. That is innovation. But no one bought it because, well, that's why. You know, they don't want, the normies don't want quality. The normies do not want quality. They want slop. That's why the new Skate game ain't coming out. That's been in the works for how long now? 4 years, 5 years, the new Skate game, and that's still in fucking alpha, and they want people to test it. And I signed up for the test for that, and they never sent me a fucking code. The fuck? It's like, oh, we need the players to play test our game for free for years before we can actually put this out. And it's going to be the new Skate 4 doesn't exist. They basically canceled it. It's just some free to play fucking never finished game. What a disappointment. Total slop. That's what happens when you have these woke devs in there and they don't have deadlines and they're just able to do. You got to have deadlines. The game ships in 1 year. It's got to be done. That's it. Do what you got to do to get it done. You know, if you got to sleep at the office, sleep at the office. Fuck it. It's ridiculous. She don't love, and it's so damn sad. I mean, if I were working on the audio design or sound design or something like that for GTA 6, I would ensure that it'd be the best sounding game you've ever heard in your entire life. And if that meant we didn't have to go to bed, if that meant we couldn't go to bed, like, you know, the hours that we normally do, then so be it. That's one thing that I just can't stand in games is, you know, you hear the footsteps like recycle. It's like there's 2 or 3 sound files for the footsteps, and then they just start repeating. And it's just like, I can't. I'm hearing the same exact sound effect, and it's like, can't you just change the pitch even ever so slightly? You know, in Far Cry 2, man, we have gone backwards. We have gone downhill. Sad. Sad. Dude, in Far Cry 2, the casings from your like when they fall on the ground, depending on the terrain, there's a different sound effect. Like that's next level. That's 2008. But the normies did not like Far Cry 2. Oh, it's trash. There's no menu. I need to climb towers. I love Voss. He's the best villain ever. I love Far Cry 3. It's the most it's a video game version of 2. Trash. Far Cry 3 is trash. But you fell in love with it because that's when the normie. No. Far Cry 2 is a real man's game. You got to use your brain a little bit to figure it out. And when you pull up the map, it's in-game map. The game doesn't pause. Beautiful. They understood it. They understood the assignment. And then all of a sudden, Ubisoft, they come in with the suits and they say, how do we actually make some money with this shit? Okay, let's streamline everything, climb towers. Let's just put so much shit on the map and objectives everywhere. Just garbage. Throw it out the window. Garbage. Far Cry 3 is trash. Far Cry 4 is trash. Far Cry 5 is trash. Far Cry 6 is trash. I don't remember the first one that well, but I don't know if that one was any good. It's probably really dated. So the only good Far Cry game is Far Cry 2. The rest are just copy and paste of 3. It's all junk. It's all junk. Just go watch the Chromecast video. Go watch the Chromecast video. And the normies couldn't even handle that. Oh, but you're just cherry picking, Chromecast. You're just... Shut your bitch ass up. God, I can't stand these fucking normies, man. These fake ass gamers, bro. They are just so sad. They'll defend anything that's brand new and shiny. They don't care if it's worse. You know, the Resident Evil 4 shit, for example. Oh. God. Don't even get me started on that. Like, you just don't get it. Like, you can't even, like, show them it's worse because they won't believe it. They're drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. They just won't believe it. They don't care. Oh, that's just your perspective. No, it's objectively worse. In this field, the audio design, the sound design. I mean, the ambient sound in the original Resident Evil 4 is superior. You can't argue it's not. But no one cares. None of that's sexy because Digital Foundry didn't tell you it was sexy. You were all brainwashed by Digital Foundry and all these PC fucking nerds that just are the most vocal on the internet. Well, guess what? The Switch is the best-selling console. And that ain't ever changing. Even the Switch 2 won't match it. So Nintendo hit that lightning in a bottle yet again. And yet the power is, you know, actually there's a brand new Switch game that came out today, right? What is it, Princess Peach? I ain't playing that, but I mean, you know, I mean, if you're into that, then it's first-party Nintendo title, right? We want our Switch games to run at 4K 60. I'm running these Switch games on my emulator. Oh, I love PC gaming. You don't get it. I hate it. That's like saying I'd rather listen to my music. It's like the vinyl discussion. It's like, well, you know, maybe people want the cracks and pops of the vinyl. They don't need the high fidelity sound because that's not, you know, high fidelity sound is too clinical. It's not a part of the experience. Not every game needs to be fucking brute force to 4K 60. Fuck off with that shit. If you play an old school PS1 game on a CRT, you're going to feel the soul come right through the damn fucking television screen, the tube TV. But you play it in all this sterilized version where it's all cleaned up and upscaled and all this crap. The soul is gone. I'm done. Done with these fake gamers. It's preaching to no one. Literally no one thinks like I do in regards to gaming, and it's sad. Well, I'm the last one. I'm the last gamer left. The last real gamer left that actually cares about things that matter in gameplay experiences. But, you know, normies just can't handle it. Doesn't sell. It's not sexy. Digital Foundry didn't show that stuff enough. It is a lost cause. I mean, when they tried to accuse Chromecast of doctoring his video, and and just making all these false accusations about how the Resident Evil 4 remake is vastly superior, and how he quote lowered the, like, I'm just done. I'm just done. Because they couldn't handle the reality of the sound design just being worse in the Resident Evil 4 remake. They couldn't handle that. So then they just started attacking and just making up fucking lies. Because like somehow they all worked at Capcom and they were on Capcom's fucking payroll. I don't understand these losers. And then again, the hypocrisy of that fan base. They said that we need the clock tower in the Resident Evil 3 remake. Oh, they cut so much out of the Resident Evil 3 remake. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter when they cut it in the Resident Evil 4 remake. They said that the U3 boss, didn't matter. Now, funny thing is, when the DLC rolled out for the Resident Evil 4 remake, all of a sudden they brought the U3 boss back, right? And now that boss mattered. So they just exposed themselves as fake frauds, phony fucks, because they came out of the woodwork and they said that U3 didn't matter. All of a sudden, Capcom pulls that DLC out of the fucking ground and says, "Hey, here's Ada Wong, here's all the cut content," and then all of a sudden that mattered. Oh my God, the laser room is back. Idiots, garbage, trash. Block them and ban them. I can't. That fan base in particular, there's too many loose screws in that fan base. The Resident Evil, rabid dogs. The Resident Evil fan base, rabid dogs. Rabid dogs. I think that's the worst fan base we've dealt with on this. I'm serious. The Witcher 3 fanboys are weirdos too, but man, these Resident Evil fanboys, rabid dogs. If you don't like what's brand new and shiny, oh, it's over. You have to conform. And it's going to happen with the rest. You already know what they're going to say about the Resident Evil 5 remake. When they change everything about that game, what they're going to say, I already know what they're going to say. I'm not going to say it on here, but I already know what they're going to say. Oh, if you like the old game, you're this. If you like the old Resident Evil 5, oh, you're just this. I already know what they're going to say with that. Yet they pretend to defend Resident Evil 5 now. As soon as Capcom drops that soulless RE Engine version of it, where it's totally fucking different, they're going to be shilling it. And then they're going to say, if you like the old game, if you like Resident Evil 5, you're you know what? Yep, I can already see it. Sad. Sad. What's your opinion of RuneScape? Never played it. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I've seen Ice Poseidon play it, but I don't really know what it is. What do you do? I would play it if it were interesting, but I don't. Here we go. We got Stain going in here. They said U3. No, this is all true. They said U3 was a shit boss. Shill Hunter said that the RE4 remake was perfect, and then when Capcom caved in and added U3 in the DLC, they all rubbed it in our faces to say that we were wrong about the cut content. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The U3 boss was an unnecessary boss. That's what I've heard for so many months and weeks there. The U3 boss didn't matter. It was forgettable to begin with. And then all of a sudden, when Capcom threw the DLC out, they said, yes, we loved the U3 boss and we missed it. And we're so glad it's back. Oh, the cable cars are back. We love the cable cars. You know, the laser room is back. We love the laser room. Oh, my God. God, I can't. It is unreal, dude. It is sad. And then imagine when they remake the Resident Evil 1 remake. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. They should just do Resident Evil 9 so that way we can just focus on the future of the franchise. But that's not what makes money. So there's obviously another remake coming for RE5, Code Veronica, whatever the fuck they can throw out. They'll start remaking the remakes eventually once they hit 10 years. Because they know RE2 remake will sell again. They'll just remake that again. Oh, the laser room was unrealistic and silly, but now we love the laser. Exactly, dude. Holy shit. Oh, the new Nemesis design is shit, but the flying Salazar Bob. I can't. How come we're the only ones that sees this bullshit with these rabid dogs, these Resident Evil fan? That I have never dealt with such losers. Like, if you don't agree, they're done. I was trying to explain this to them in early 2020, 2019, 2018, whenever the fuck. And it's just like, well, you look at the basketball court in the Resident Evil 2, the original game, and it's like, I was trying to explain the soul. And it's hard to explain that. And you look at the Resident Evil 2 remake basketball court, there's nothing on the ground. It's totally cleaned up, like a janitor just came fucking through and cleaned it up, and it's clean and pristine. And there's just no soul. And the fixed camera angles, you know, that doesn't make it good. They just came out with that mod. Now they're all shilling. Oh, Stain. This is what they're doing again. This is what they're doing again. Stain. This just came out. All these RE channels are covering it. The RE, you've seen it, the RE2 remake fixed camera mod, they're all shilling it. But yet they told us that fixed camera angles, we don't want that. That's terrible gameplay, that's terrible game design. We don't want fixed camera angles. Now that this mod comes out, stop subscribing. Now that this mod comes out, they all love the fixed camera angles. Could never be me. I can't with the Resident Evil fan base, man. I can't. After I played Village and it turns into fucking Call of Duty at the end, I said, I'm done with this shit. Like that. Oh my God. Literally night vision goggles. It turns into straight Call of Duty game. You got like fucking big ass robots fighting each other. I swear to, it's like no one played that game except me. Village is absolute junk. Like just from top to bottom, garbage. Hell, all of the RE games are trash in this new engine. So for the last 7 years, Capcom has been putting out garbage. They've been putting out garbage, but the normies love it. The normies fucking love it because they didn't play the original. They don't care. And it's like, well, I mean, I understand it from that perspective. If you didn't play the original, yeah, you won't have an understanding of what that game brought to the table because you didn't play it. It's just like Silent Hill 2 with me. I didn't play Silent Hill 2. I have no idea, you know, outside of like maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes with the game. So, you know, when I play the new Silent Hill 2 on PS5, I'm not going to have that context of what's missing and what's cut and this, that, and the third. So I'm not going to really care. So I get it from that perspective. But for those that play and remember staying the talking points in all of the reviews, I swear, in all of the reviews for the Resident Evil 4 remake, they were literally saying the same thing. Oh, we didn't play the original. We didn't play the original that much. What? Dude, I swear, that's what they were saying. I think even Skill Up had that same talking point. I think Greg Miller had that same talking point. Hell, I think even Angry Joe had that same talking point. Oh, we didn't play the original Resident Evil 4 that much. Or something to that nature. Oh, we played the original Resident Evil 4, but we only played it for a couple of hours. We just couldn't get our teeth sunk into it. Or something weird like that. What? Yeah, well, it was like Capcom sent them talking points. Shillup literally said he barely remembered playing the original and then goes on to say it's much better than the original in every way and has better gameplay than the... Yeah, that was the script. That was the line. They don't... It's not that they didn't play the original. It's just they don't remember the original. I can't... Literally every review had that as their line. Skill Up definitely said it. I think Greg Miller. There was a few others. It was like that was the line to use. Oh, well, the original is a classic, but we don't really remember it too much. But this one is just so modernized and so amazing, and the controls are so revamped and fluid. Oh my God, it's a masterpiece. Well, it's just the fakeness and the hypocrisy. It's sad. They don't have the balls to say what they really think because they, you know, that's why Skill Up just gained 1 million subs. That's why my channel's not even at 100K because they don't want to listen to people that tell them what they don't want to hear. You gotta sit there and give them that fantasy, and that means that the brand new and latest shiny product is the best fucking version of that. Doesn't matter. That's what they want to hear. If it's new, it's better. End of story. That's it. That's it. You'll have a little contention with some of the older fans, but for the most part, the majority of the masses will sit there and agree. That's it. That's basically the motto. If it's new, it's better. So there you go. Any game that's new, it's automatically better than its predecessor because it's new, right? How could it be worse? Showhunter was literally saying The Last of Us remake was trash because a door sound was different than the original, but defended the cut content until the DLC was released. Then we were in the wrong for saying cut content mattered. Oh my god. Dude, you can't. How can you trust Showhunter's opinion? She was literally on the Capcom showcase. She's on Capcom's payroll. The fuck? I can't with the Resident Evil fan base. I just that's the fan base I just can't. I can't. Cause they're just so brainwashed. They were even believing when Capcom said that the Resident Evil 3 remake had literally the Capcom guy came out and said, I forgot his name, but the Capcom guy came out and said that Raccoon City is bigger than the original, which isn't true. And they defended that. Oh, well, it is, Marco. Like, what the fuck? So fucking done, dude. So done. Okay, we got robots in here. Stop subscribing. It's getting hot in here. 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 I remember when you were calling out Resident Evil 3 on stream with you. No, the losers chat were saying you were wrong. Well, they've always said that. Even when I had Cyberpunk a week early, they couldn't believe it. They still don't believe it. They didn't come back and apologize. They didn't come back and say, you know what, Michael, you were right. I've always been right. That's the sad reality. I don't want to be right, but, you know, it's just the unfortunate side of it. Turn on the AC, to waste gas. That's an amazing concept, bud. It's an amazing concept. Well, there was a big reviewer that reviewed Resident Evil 2. I don't remember his name, but he called me out in this video. This was many years ago. Everyone likes the Resident Evil 2 remake except this guy, and then it showed like all my videos like trashing the game. Like, these fucking losers, man. It was some like normie ass fucking review channel. I don't remember who it was. She does not love us, and it's so sad. Yeah, it's the saddest it's ever been. Yeah, she a gold digger. Let's get you banned, bud. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The hypocrisy is insane. All of that mattered in the RE3 remake. They needed all of that. They needed Jill in the skirt. They needed the clock tower. They needed Nemesis to be what they remember. All of that mattered. That's why Resident Evil 3 Remake was trash, right? All of a sudden, Capcom does the same thing with RE4 Remake, and none of that matters anymore. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Like, just, it's like Capcom just like paid everyone to shut their mouth. And should just shill it. And it's like, well, I mean, if they would have paid me, I would have shilled the shit out of it too. Deadass. Fuck it. Everyone else is shilling it. I mean, fuck it. Oh, you want to see the hat? Imagine being a fake gamer. That could never be me. Stop subscribing. We've already been live for 2 hours. I got to wrap this up soon. It's getting late. We got to stream Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow. We got it preloaded, so we'll play that slop. And I mean, I'm not trying to say it's already garbage, but because it's got good reviews. I mean, but you know, then again, they give everything brand new and shiny good reviews for the most part. So you can't take it too seriously. Can't take it too seriously. You must be the consumer. Sad. And you know, the funny thing is, the Dragon's Dogma 2 fanboys, they never came back to the video to say, hey, Michael, you were wrong. The game got a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10. Losers. That could never be me. Yeah, and then they pretend to be like intellectuals and like, oh, you know, we like quality games. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't like quality games. All of my favorite games actually bring something new to the table for the most part. I'm not saying they're perfect games. And even if you said you didn't like it, I would say, well, I mean, yeah, this game, you know, has some annoying elements. But still, all of my favorite games, they bring something new to the table for the most part, because I can recognize that and I can say, well, that's really innovative, that's really unique, and that's really different. But that's not what sells. That's not what sells. What sells is the same old shit. So that's why they make the same old shit. You see how that works? The familiarity. You do anything new and it's automatically, that's why it's over. We're not seeing new IPs, and the new IPs that come out fail instantly. Because the gamers want the same old shit, and then they bitch about like, well, you know, we don't want another sequel yet. You go out and buy it. Make it make sense. You go out and buy it. Make it make sense. Well, every game is on Unreal Engine pretty much at this point, so you're losing the proprietary engines. There's still games that are on their own engines, but everything is pretty much Unreal Engine, and it's turning into soulless crap. All of the Witcher stuff, all of the Cyberpunk stuff, every CD Projekt Red game going forward is on Unreal Engine. So what does that mean? It's probably going to be more soulless. Will it be better? Maybe. I don't know. But we can certainly say it's probably going to be more soulless. The next Witcher game is on Unreal Engine. The next Cyberpunk game is on Unreal Engine. They're done with they're done with their proprietary engine. It's done. But that kind of added to the, you know, the soul and the jank, and you know, it's part of the experience. And it's like, well, with Unreal Engine, you already know what to expect. Terrible frame rate, performance issues up the ass. The new Harry Potter game was on Unreal Engine. Alan Woke 2 was on Unreal Engine, right? Pretty sure it was. So it's just, it's over. Every game's on Unreal Engine. The industry has, why make your own engine and invest millions into that when you can just license Unreal Engine in? We've already ate. We're not eating again. That was the one meal for the day. I mean, what you want me to do? It was less than $5. That's it. One meal for the day. Wendy's didn't have the burger on for $2 today, so. It's getting hot outside. The Jeff Keighley shills. Jeff Keighley was shilling Unreal Engine Marvel slop game today. Oh Lord. Yeah, well, Jeff Keighley's he's the Ryan Seacrest of video games. I mean, he's not. He's not going to say a game is trash. Like that could never be him. He doesn't want to lose sponsorships. I understand, but it's just. Let's get you banned, bud. Did you see the new Alien trailer? No, I don't know what that is. Is it a movie or a game? I haven't seen the Alien movies. I don't know what those are. I played Alien Isolation. That's trash. That's some overrated junk. Oh, don't get me started on that game. Just repetitive crap. It's a super long game, too. It's like fucking 20 hours long. and you sit there and do nothing. Except play hide and seek with the alien. I'm like, that is not interesting. The only way that could be interesting is if the alien actually, you have to bring AI to it. And obviously it has AI, but I'm talking like neural, like a machine learning thing where it studies the player, and perhaps it does to a certain extent, but I'm talking like even after 12 hours, you still need to see surprises. Like, what if the alien just starts mocking you? We can take that concept and actually bring it to life. But in order to, here's what you do: you remake Alien Isolation, and you keep everything what everyone loved about it. But now they want to come through.
Justaman 400 super chatted $5.
Could never be me.
I enjoy the channel even though I don't agree with all of Michael's hot takes. Every game has flaws. Enjoy your games, folks.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a blind consumer. I'm just picky, okay? You guys aren't. You guys are more consumer oriented, and you just buy what's new and shiny, and you just love everything. And it's like that doesn't mean I hate gaming. It just means we're a little bit more picky when we go to the record store and look through the vinyls. How hard is that to understand? God. But basically, what I was getting back, that's what we're talking about, bud. What I was talking about is basically remake Alien Isolation, and you put the Chat GPT kind of brain. Let's just break it down to a rudimentary level. You put like the guts of the Chat GPT interworkings into the alien, and it literally like will learn your play style, it will learn your habits, and it will still throw surprise. That's how you make that interesting. Now, the problem with developing something like that is I'm assuming that you would have to sort of put a fence around that at some point, because it could just start getting really weird. It could just like, I mean, it has a mind of its own, basically, right? So you would eventually have to, and they've already done shit like this. The Radiant AI in Oblivion is like its own thing. This shit has been done before in fucking 2005. Where have you guys been? My God, you have to understand, none of this technology shit doesn't matter. We have the tools, we have the assets, but no one wants to put anything into it. Unreal Engine for Fortnite creator made Island sizzle trailer. Well, yeah, I've never seen the Alien movies, so I ain't watching that trash. Who made the first one? Some loser. Just Riley Scott or something, whatever his name is. Is it Ridley Scott or something? I don't even know who the fuck that is. Some Italian director or something. I don't know. Never heard of him before. Yeah, I don't know who Ridley Scott is, to be honest. Never heard of him. Obviously, I couldn't name one movie outside of Alien. She don't love, and it's so damn sad. Oh, he did Blade Runner? Okay. Well, I haven't seen that either. But I know visually it's very I know visually that's really one of the best looking movies from the 80s, right? 70s. We're going to have to wrap it up soon, folks. I've been on for 180 minutes. No one's subscribing anymore. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. You guys are not listening. Getting hot in here. No, we're not gonna play Alone in the Dark. That's mid garbage. That's Game Pass material. That should be on Game Pass day one. No, I'm not playing that crap. We're gonna play Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow. All day access. All day access for Dragon's Dogma 2. Well, if it were on Game Pass, I would have played it. That's a perfect Game Pass game. We're playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I just bought that for $75, and we have it preloaded on Xbox. And then if that gets boring, then we'll maybe check out Rise of the Ronin. But if Dragon's Dogma 2 can hold our attention, then we'll just keep playing that. And if the viewers show up, you know. But if it's repetitive slop and you just fight like goblins or whatever in the fucking world over and over again, like, you know, there's gonna have to be something to it. Yeah, listen, mate, it's a bit of a drag, isn't it? Yeah, well, we have you know, if we cover Rise of the Ronin, and then the South Park game comes out next week. That looks like not great either, but I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Looks like a multiplayer game. I mean, I've seen some gameplay and it just looks like a multiplayer game. I don't even know if there's a fucking story or not. I don't even know if you can play it offline. I have no idea. She don't love and it's so damn sad. No one played Sunset Overdrive. That's not an Internet Darling game. Because no one gave a shit about it. An Internet Darling game has to have some like following a little bit. So no one cared about Sunset Overdrive. Like 5 people bought it. Because it was on Xbox. No one's buying Xbox. No one's buying Xbox. Hello, mate. Oh, man. She don't love, and it's so damn sad. Hello, mate. It's a bit of a drag, isn't it? Little fucking Jerry Lawler. Little fucking Jerry Lawler. Oh, man. Hey there, mister. How are you doing? Hey there, mister. How are you doing? Let's get your band, bud. Let's get your band, bud. We're not doing a dead chat. We're not doing a dead chat. Looks like we're overstaying our welcome. We'll have to shut it down and come back later. Either we do a walking stream, it's super windy out unless it died. Never mind. No, it's still super. No, that means audio is going to be trash. It's never not windy. It's been windy for the last 3 weeks. The audio is going to be shit. I've been out here for 4 hours. When did we start the stream? At least 3 hours. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. What the fuck? Hey there, mister. How are you doing? Hey, I haven't seen Gladiator. I don't watch movies, dude. Was that the one with Mel Gibson or something? And he fights in like the Roman Coliseum or no? Get your band, bud. She don't love, and it's so damn sad. Terrifier 2 was messed up. Yeah, that's inviting Satan into the home. But the third one's going to be way worse, so, because it's like Christmas and all that. So it's definitely inviting the devil into the home. I wouldn't recommend that. Unless you're really into that type of stuff. But he might sell out for the third one. I think he got a bigger budget for the third one, so it might be, they might have to censor it. Russell Crowe was hot. There was that one movie he was in, and I thought, damn, it was like some shit movie. He was like the commander of the ship, and it's like, well, Russell Crowe's hot. I mean, she don't love, and it's so damn sad. She don't love it. Someone's coming through hard.
Gamer Guy super chatted 10 Canadian dollars. Dragon's Dogma? Not for me. They drop your character in open world and you have to figure out everything yourself. No quest markers or guides. You could wander the map for hours to find your objective.
Oh no. Oh no. Are you fucking serious? I'm not play. I mean, we'll play it, but I mean, it ain't gonna be for long. If that's really the case, I'm not trying to do busy work in these games. Now I got to go find out where the quest is. Oh my god, what? They didn't say anything like that. I was watching some reviews and I didn't hear anything about like that. So they literally just drop you right in and you got to figure out where the quest is. Oh, that could. Oh man. That sounds really just not fun. That sounds not fun. At least with Elden Ring, it's like, well, you know, you follow the fucking glow thing and get you to where you need to be, I guess. But even that is really cringe. With Ghost of Tsushima, you know, you click R3 on the controller and the wind will, you know, the wind shows you which direction to go. And I thought that was cool. I mean, again, you know, stylistically, visually, you know, the art style and you know, that's one thing Ghost of Tsushima did, is that, you know, it's a photogenic game. But outside of that, the whole game is generic trash. It's another Ubisoft game. It's Far Cry 3 in Japan. No one wants to play that except the normies. Well, that's why it's old. You can toggle on and off quest markers. Why is the chat so dead? Cheers, mate. Yeah, bloody hell. I just got off the London Underground, mate. Who's from London in here? You guys are all from the UK, right? Who's from London? And I mean actually London, not like 30 miles west of London, like actually London. Are you guys in London, right? You should go live from London. Or you guys said it was too dangerous. Like, oh, you'll get stabbed, mate. It's like, no, come on, bud. Oh, now everyone's from London. Let's just shut this off. Let's just shut that. We can't do that. Oh, Michael, we're from this place. We're from that place. We're everywhere where you need me to be, bud. Shut up. Let's get your band, bud. Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a long game. Someone said it's only 24 hours long. That don't seem like a big RPG. I'm done with these shills. They want to shill everything that's brand new and shiny. We're going to see what Rise of the Ronin does tomorrow with the review scores. It's getting hot out here. You guys are not listening. She don't love, and it's so damn sad. That's what we're talking about. What we're talking about. Fuck. She don't love. No one in London is from the UK. I thought it was in the UK. Let's not have that conversation because that's confusing. Because they were saying like Scotland is in the UK or it's not in the UK. I don't remember what the conversation was. I'm not, you know. No, yeah, hell yeah, mate. We avoid London like the plague, mate. No. London is in the UK. Well, that's what I thought, but that guy said it, you know, it wasn't. So I don't know what he's talking about. They must live out on a farm in the middle of nowhere then. Imagine being scared to walk around London. If I were in London, we would be streaming from London right now. What are you guys talking about? Can't be any worse than LA, I tell you that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. She don't love it. It's so damn sad. The UK includes England, Scotland, and Ireland. Okay. We're going to have to wrap this up. You guys want to talk about... Why are all of the viewers from the UK? You're like 3 million miles away. This is a long-distance relationship, bud. Let's get down to business. 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 Well, you guys should play the Getaway. It's in London. It's like I mean, it's I don't know if it's 1-to-1, but it's a pretty big map. What is the Times Square of London? You know what I'm talking about. What is the Times Square of London? It was in the Getaway. It had like the Sanyo board and Sanyo board, all the billboards. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about. Is it really called? It's the Big Ben? I'm going to Google that right now, but Big Ben, by the way. No, that's the castle. You guys got castles and stuff. Big Ben, by the way. Big Ben, London. That is not it. I am not talking about the castle. Let's get you, Ben. Let's get you. I am not talking about the castle. Talking about like the commercial. I'm not talking. All right. You know what? I'm done. Done. You guys don't even outside of your basement. I mean, you probably never been to London and act like you were nice. Oh, hello, my yeah, from London. Let's go to the strawberry fields or something, bud. No, I'm talking about. I'm not going to explain it. It's like the Times Square of London. I'm not talking about the castle. It's like there's a fountain in the middle, and then there's like a circle. You should know what I'm talking about. I think you guys are trolling. I think you guys are trolling now. Now we got 500 different answers. I'm done. Let's get down to business. Pick a. What is that? That's what it's really called? Is that really what it's called? London. What is this? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's a Piccadilly Circus, mate. Piccadilly Circus? Dude! That's it. Yeah, that's it. Hello, Piccadilly Circus, mate. No, bloody hell. Is that where you guys do the shopping? Why are you guys so afraid of London? We need more London content. I have not seen. What are you guys doing? You probably live like 300 miles away from London. Like you don't even know anything about it. Like, oh mate, we've been to London, mate. It's dangerous, mate. Okay, buddy. Dangerous, by the way. Come to LA. Bit of a drag, isn't it? That's where they line up to the buffet to feed that greedy mouth. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up here, folks. The normies have left. And we got to figure it out in a way that makes sense. We'll be back with Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow. For tomorrow, we'll have early access. Dragon's Dogma 2. We already got it preloaded, so. Come to London, by the way. Yeah. Imagine sitting there and obsessing over the character creation. That could never be me. Who cares? I didn't even mess around with that shit in Elden Ring. It's like, I don't got time for that. Just give me a game. If the character looks cool enough, we'll use the default one. We're not going to sit around for 8 hours and make our character where it's like, who cares? That's like some imagination. You know, they want to play this fantasy game where it's like, we created our character. Our character's so badass. We're going to have to wrap it up soon, folks. Been live for way too long. It's supposed to be a food review and that's it, but you guys just can't handle it. Let's get down to business. Why are you guys talking? Oh my God. Is literally the entire audience? Holy shit. We get to play Dragon's Dogma 2 at 5 p.m.? Who the fuck said that? 5 p.m. today? Who said that? You mean tomorrow? I don't think you can play it that early. I mean, if we can, then we'll go play it. I've never heard that, though. What does it say on Steam? Look it up. I've never heard that. Dragon's Dogma 2 at 5 p.m. today? I don't know about that. See what it says. Let's get down to business. This game unlocks in 1 day and 4 hours. That's what it says for me. Thursday Global. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, they got to get it out before Rise of the Ronin. I mean, we'll see what the review scores are for that. But it's a PlayStation exclusive, right? It's going to score high. What is Rise of the Ronin on PS5 only? Oh, that's no PC? Oh, shit. Rise of the Ronin? Is it PS5 only? Yeah. Well, you already know that's going to get a high score. PlayStation 5 exclusive. Team Ninja. Who the fuck's that? Ninja Gaiden. Oh, they did Samurai Souls. Huh. Yeah, they did that shitty ass Samurai Souls game. Fuck that game. I reviewed that trash. It's horrible. But I don't think this game's like that. It's more of a Ubisoft game. It's on PC. Rise of the Ronin? It said it was PS5 only. On Wikipedia. Yeah, it's PS5 only. It's PS5 only. Shit, we should have talked about that instead. The PS5 fanboys are getting eating good. Got that Ghost of Tsushima clone. It's gonna be trash. When I came into the stream, this guy was at 87.9 and then at 88.4 with 500 subscriber increase. Well, that's just because we're the best in the world. They saw the best in the world and they clicked on the subscribe button. And clearly you did too, because you have to chat. So imagine being a fake fan. That could never be me. They're saying that the Ronin game looks like a PS3 game. Well, they need the high fidelity graphics and all that crap. I mean, if Dragon's Dogma gets boring, I'll be switching over to that. So I'm not gonna play something that I don't have fun with. And I'm not saying we'll have fun with the Samurai game, but I'll look at the reviews tomorrow, and if the reviews are low, then maybe it's actually a better game. Because I love to shill games that are just trash, and that could never be me. Warzone Mobile, by the way, I'm not playing that. Imagine playing Warzone on fucking a touchscreen. Like, no, that ain't happening, bud. Yeah, but it's an open world game. I mean, you can fly around with like the paraglider and shit. Like, I mean, it's another Ubisoft. You know, they're gonna say Rise of. Here's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say Rise of the Ronin brings nothing new to the table, and it's gonna be like a 7 out of 10. Could have been better, but they shilled Ghost of Tsushima for like, for what? That game did not bring anything new to the table. The only thing that game brought new to the wind guided you in the direction, which I'm sure other games have done that too. So it's just like the hypocrisy in that is already. Ghost of Tsushima is amazing, but Rise of the Ronin is not, for the same reason that we loved Ghost of Tsushima. It's just like, does it make any sense? It doesn't. No, it's only on PS5. It's only on PS5. It probably will come to PC. Every PlayStation game comes to PC. It's probably Ghost of Tsushima. It's probably Ghost of Tsushima. Because that comes out in May. That comes out in May. PlayStation is dead. Yikes. Okay. Well, you guys have enabled it. Jim Ryan, you know, once he made the decision that PC games are coming, PlayStation games are coming to PC, that was it. Sad. You don't need to tell me how Ghost of Tsushima. I literally have Ghost of Tsushima. Now you're acting like I never played it. I just told you the wind guides you. Yes, you click on the fucking touchpad or whatever, and the wind will show you which direction to go. I have the game. I only bought it on PS4 though. I didn't buy it again. There's a PS5 version. Horizon Forbidden West comes out tomorrow. I don't care. We're playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm playing that shit. It's a dead game. But that's what I'm saying. They're bringing all the PlayStation games to PC. It diluted the brand. You literally had something special, and you gave people a reason to go out and buy the console. Now you don't care. You want to sell the brand on every platform available. Okay, well, then what's the incentive to buy the PS5 Pro? If you know those games are eventually coming to PC, why even buy a PS5 Pro? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But the consumers are going to line up and buy the PS5 Pro so they can put it up on eBay for 300 times the price, $300 more than the original price. That's the only reason they're buying the PS5 Pro, so they can scalp again. I would just save the 500 and put it towards the 50 series, 5070 or 5070 Ti or something like that, because those are going to get announced later this year. I'm telling you. I don't know why you guys are buying 40 series graphics cards. That's a waste of time. That shit came out 2 years ago, dude. I don't know, unless you're going to get a really good deal on it, there's no reason to buy a 40 series GPU. Why would you? I don't understand. Nvidia just announced some new chips. Yeah, but that's for like business shit. That's not for consumer stuff. That's like for AI fucking productions and shit. Well, everyone's gonna come in here for their 5 minutes of attention, then they leave. It's just the way it is. Let's get down to business. Yeah, well, we're gonna play Dragon's Dogma as soon as we can, so it might be an early stream, and then we'll just go until, you know, we get bored of the game or whatever the case may be. And then we can always just get the Rise of the Ronin game and download. I'm gonna wait for the reviews on that though, because otherwise we're not getting that game. Like if the reviews are bad or whatever. Actually, if they're bad, I might have to see how terrible it is. So. But for now, we're just going to play Dragon's Dogma 2, and then if we get bored of that, we'll just jump over to the Rise of the Ronin. Dragon's Dogma 2 might not be playable until like 9 or 8 a.m. Yeah, well, that's still early access, I guess. That's one of the benefits of Xbox is you can play games like 12 hours early. Most games you can play 12 hours early if you know how to change a few settings. But most gamers don't even know about that, and it's like, how do you not know about that? Like, oh man, no, we're not getting Alone in the Dark. That game, I saw the combat, looks like trash. It's an RE4 remake clone, but it's just like, I mean, the combat's just trash. Combat is junk. If it were on Game Pass, I would have played it, yeah. That's why Phil Spencer's got to step up. Got to get all these games on Game Pass, man. That's a perfect Game Pass game. Just like it won't be the show. It's like, that's a perfect Game Pass game. Like, fits right in there. Never spend $70 on that. You're out of your mind. I mean, if you're really into baseball, that's one thing. But and the NBA that came out like 6 months ago is on Game Pass now. So it's like, yeah, that's why you don't buy it. Just wait. Dragon's Dogma 2 is not going to be Game of the Year. I already told you why, because the Elden Ring DLC is coming out this year. The only reason they're saying it's Game of the Year is because there's no other game to play. They say that for every release. Game of the Year, Game of the Year, Game of the Year. It's just like because there's nothing else to play. And Elden Ring DLC is going to destroy it. Elden Ring DLC is going to destroy Dragon's Dogma 2. No one's going to be talking about Dragon's Dogma 2 by then. Elden Ring DLC will just... The normies love that game, so... Dragon's Dogma 2 is not like Elden Ring. In terms of popularity, there ain't no fucking question about that. Like, no one has heard of Dragon's Dogma 2. I've never heard of it. Never heard of that shit. I'm not even trolling. Even back in the 360 days, I never heard of that Dragon's Dogma crap. Just some mid-fantasy game, like, okay. But now, you know, 12 years later, there's no games coming out, so they just put these games out and overhype them, and now everyone's like, fucking, it's the next big thing, and it's like, no, it's not. It's not a mid-game. I mean, I'm not saying it's trash. I don't know. I haven't played it, but, you know, if it is, we can jump over to the other Samurai game on PS5. Yeah, they said Rebirth was Game of the Year, and look how fast that died in the conversation. That game fell off quick. Dude, that game fell off quick. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It was about once I saw Ninja playing that, and Ninja has, oh man. Once I saw Ninja playing that, and he had 800 viewers, whew, I knew that was a dead game. It's just one of those games that it's not no one wants to see anyone stream it. It's a fucking snooze fest. It's just one of those games you play offline. No one's gonna watch you play that game. junk. Ninja had 800 viewers on his now if he played Fortnite, which obviously he's known for and he's in, but still that's fucking low. I would say it died less than that, probably a week and a half. Conversation died out quick. The Elden Ring DLC will last longer than that. Probably the whole month of when does that come out? June, July, May. Well, it's another Unreal Engine game. It's another Unreal Engine game. Junk. It's all the same. It's another imagine buying an Unreal Engine game. That could never be me. At least Dragon's Dogma is on the RE engine. For better or worse. It's its own thing. What is Rise of the Ronin running on? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Wait, bald lesbian doesn't like the Final Fantasy Rebirth? I thought he loved it. I don't play those games, so I couldn't tell you a damn thing about them. Hey there, mister. We've been live for 200 minutes. Hey, Siri.
Good afternoon.
How many hours is 200 minutes?
That would be 3.33 hours.
We're done. 3 hours. We're done. We're done. Gotta wrap this up. It's almost bedtime for you guys. No, we're not going to probably play anything later. I mean, we're going to just wait for Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow. We'll have early coverage of it, so it's the beauty of having an Xbox. She don't love. She don't love. She don't love. She don't love. That's what we're talking about. Just subscribe. That is what we're talking about. You're not going to like Dragon's Dogma 2. Probably not, but we'll check it out. I thought the ending being disrespectful. Let's get your band, bud. Let's get your band, bud. Let's get your band, bud. She don't love, and it's so sad. DLC will never win Game of the Year. Well, it depends on how big it is. I mean, you know, if you can beat it in like 3 hours, then yeah, it's not going to be that special. But I think Miyazaki said that the DLC is going to be about as big as Limgrave or whatever. So you got to ask yourself if that's big enough. I mean, basically Limgrave reskinned. So that's what it sounds like to me. Just with new bosses. Try to make you laugh. No, I'm out of energy. It's time for, it's almost bedtime. It's almost bedtime, bud. Get your band. She don't love, and it's so sad. You know, the DLC is $40. I mean, it's pretty expensive. I mean, Rockstar released Undead Nightmare for $20 when that first came out. $20, and you had an all new map, all this massive content and multiplayer too. I mean, the amount of content there is insane for $20. You got like what, 8 hours of story, 12 hours of story, and then on top of that, multiplayer, unlockables, the horses to find. You know what I mean? So I mean, shit, for $20. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna have to wrap this up here because we're gonna fall asleep. We gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up here. That's gonna do it. We'll come back sometime later, and then we'll have Dragon's Dogma 2 for you tomorrow. So we're gonna wrap it up here, and then we'll come back later, either for a walking or gameplay stream. It really depends on what you guys want to see. I'm not playing Alone in the Dark though, so there's not really anything we could broadcast really. I mean, you don't want to see more baseball, so we're not going to do that. I would play more, but you guys can't handle it, so it's a waste of time. All right, folks. All right, folks, that's going to do it. We'll be back later. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we'll see you later. It's over.